We are fresh to a new count of air rape and a day about a branch. And also a Hunsamu ha. A be room near the common at Yamam. Then the second topic a Enra. EPO gamer and also to me to the Benford and Arsenal. I'm about 1-1. Now, enormous say a man for say Arsenal. It's to enormous about 2 league wins. So a normal 1-1 at the Tia Benford say Ocean League table now between Omani Man City no about 4 points from 6 to 4. And yeah, your second discussion I be now for the debut crown at the Copa del Rey gamer and na semi-final. Atletico Madrid, our Wanda Metropolitano, Omucha Basuna, Ekanaya, Barca, Antimi, Anti, Eno. Any discussions are yeah, I would Medini. So, if you join live, our YouTube and Sharp TV, na a far message no bra, na enkinkai emfa emang. Besmak Uchu Bempayala. Good morning. Now to saying,
oh, in Yamia Domehoye, but there are not too good news for me. It was possible. For Barcelona as a resource.
He drew her, maybe a reason, dear.
Sure.
And no first animal to 4 a day. Barcelona.
And Yasam Kitua.
Chaman Poba. Good morning.
Morning.
Bibi aboko de.
Oh, nyame adama bibi Barcelona cranty bibi aboko.
Unze Barcelona ne Real Madrid for some as a kotokone.
Aye. We talk for ma. Na we ani age.
New life when he has in FA Cup. And say gonna be you so you say na
now jubilation.
Say na
easy.
When you say Real Madrid for you I be set for you. Almost all cases. I do want you to see our company. You know, I Pepe.
Oh, Basa,
Simeone don't trust in it.
As a son on the pen, I catch a by. Media, matches between Sound, matches between Barcelona and Atikudia. Yampoya, I mean, Kazatiku with you. Buhuano Macquarie Matroka.
Simeone did.
I got you 5-0 near you.
With to crash on 5-1.
Okay.
Me trust obey Barcelona ni oni e buy am yo
so no maybe amomo de no say amomo de na Madrid derby a derby game
teams
derby games so dey tare ni e ball
oh derby me so ni Barcelona for boy ahwe
ene me ahwe pa
no suspect ni ji aji o ko dress ya po game ko dress
oh boy and antes
okay, I don't mention self-sure with the Thomas Partey issue, no. You need come kakra na and some no buy no, and your comment is the baby, and something to say Partey some no.
Which a hard dream. Sir Oko Englander and somewhere a crime. Omo court system no ayene se omo independent institution aye friend of Crown Prosecution Service. Crown of course on say England they are hini 70 no into Crown Prosecution Service. Omo ye independent from police any omo other institutions omo shembra. No omo dwumadi nyina na say say you be prosecute for crime ewo England anywhere sir omo na yo omadwuma na say na enyoma ye adwuma ewo ho omo mranimu no omo say crime be say rape eyenim guase say attach no to dia enunti say obi bo omo office na oba reporting rape case na no omo make sure say where the rape case na beto so no udin on be bon ho ban omo ni mpia bontin da. Then they refer the matter to the Metropolitan Police say asumesi say we are rape no enti munye investigation sa munye investigation na investigation no eduru say munya evidence a emu odu enough to say afedi ebetimi a charge na the ode ba Ghana ye mra ni mu a omo fe the prima facie case no say afi de ye nya bibi enyina so bi a emu odu se police ne because afi ye nhwemu no ye nya nyina so bi emu odu a ansana omo ba catch crown prosecution for no na omo attach file no mu so review omo so okay afi de mu case ye betimi atworo official charge letter ne de abo asumasi ne ye invite ne say afi de ye nya asematia anye sa they want to avoid a situation where rich unyiri ya over babo so sa babo ne bonna form
easy
nti odin kakra bi a wanya wani mo nyam bi a wo
Simano edu enum 9:15 insurance 4.5 ya sabetena se ade agudem nsam ade bramo kopem se dumienu ebabona se 3 solid hours agudem nsam ko a edna yaboabo anu ade ebramo awo dwumadi eso ene full house we beto bibia nka garbage ram Gabi the foreigner odi kan transit dada one and the cost and chakrom de ebekwa amane na afei anene nsade nyina no de adan ewia ye na nim se ochina edna the super clash ebekoso at the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium, obviously the biggest fixture se oba ye local air football ni dia ano aye Kumasi Asante Kotoko and afi has the folk ye be disag ehun enkomo nyina abo aye dwumadi esunti tweben already on insurance 4.5 sanso and now okuta phone abra YouTube Insha TV oba na wonso wa subscribe channel no e dia ma no subscribe wi a ene ye when on subscribe ya ha no subscribe wi a na odo message no aka ho ye koma ne ba messages out do am dia ba ni na no ya be kenkan e di amamo awo dwumadi eso e be kasimadu abadu mienu na bona page mu a ye dadi aka no e di amamo na mo so ba kire madwen awo dwumadi so ene anopei enti damase no pay for choosing Insure passports over the others. Na said the debia no yen chance free enkofo cruso England me patch this weekend. Premier League no name amo ebo FA Cup. Enna Chelsea eto a Hull City. Akotwa me kana ya amo entimi anto amo de awufu de omunya. Eni say o me show 9 enum e de kodru games na mu ode na amo bodo to from bonti Chelsea ko share 4 editia Hull City. And then Liverpool babo Brighton na Man City nso no abo Salford and after the other games in the no garbage run at the bedan awo dwumadi eso La Liga nso no the tennis Real Madrid abo Real Sociedad na just said 2 areas no amo na Asia this weekend but Barca abo on Monday nti ahonsam so no awo hani na na yede Abraham Serie A big game Inter any Juve bobo na Napoli so abo AS Roma Bundesliga abo Germany Werder Bremen so betre fie no mo atwen Bayern Munich bobo kuno French League anra Renate fie omutwa Paris Saint-Germain aka poli miensa ama PSG omutika no ba ko a ano so ye de san komoni nyina no ade edamo abo dwumadi eso na yese Barca players na akwa coach Afonso Hansi Flick the tactics are ade kobo Atletico Madrid no am say hala na do too much it in kabe open no so san kakra and so ye de nkomo no ade ban say Arsenal board no aka kire Mikel Arteta say hwe this season pa de so onum na botu league na e bepam an say oso ma ka kire no tafu e pa de wan je hwe nye Premier League no e say utime je ade ma Arsenal coach of the month of January ako ade ama Manchester United coach Abem Fufro Michael Carrick on an penifo as the best coach the month of January and also for yede sound komono ade edamo awo dwumadi eso obviously yebefia de ne abagin komoni nyina no the big game ochina eba so ade Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium no 5 p.m. Pamcho Kumasi Asante Kotoko and it has the folk and the bepim so na yakoba focus no of Kokorogone has the Makacho say form guide untimi nyim film history untimi nyim film coach got 2 coaches no obi tactically akwa ba fa so approach game no and nso ye be din komo chere penso wusu na ko didi drama ni na no ye be di san komo no enso awo aye dwumadie so ani nyina no onsam awo ha anu a media ma ne aduana game no na aye window of nso bi eto na nya asem kito kra anopa no nkrin na omosan ade ahyehyɛ so a result be piem bia no anu before senso no ebe me agya game na media ma hye baako ni nyina na ye de ho nkomo ede bebrebe any the other games ni nyina no yakoba ye be di nkomo no awo aye the Ghana Premier League ho ensam enso awo ha enti yenkwam ne nimra na Gabi the foreigner amon fen kwam ne na ye ba abia fontena se besma ko su bempa yala fifi Manfred o meka me ho na fi yin nkomo no emfa emam Richard Onye I say good morning.
Good morning.
I don't to say.
Oh, nyame adom bibia ye.
Ye de nyame ase. Awufu dia mupo.
Oh, sir. Awufu na awufu na bi na munya na momo mo share mo.
Awufu be.
Na Greensby no munya awufu team. Mama mo.
Oh, there is a Satan na carry my.
Zambe na.
Sa Manchester na wu. It's dead. It's dead and gone.
Inti.
We new Manchester United. And from afufu na ebo.
And am fa ho. Wo say awufu. Ana me cho say your coach nso no so say na nse adobai
but no as onya ufo hye ne edura kese na no
ana me tell say yate ase say ya uf ntu so nya bia ya say be wo de wo ufufo na ese wo ye ufu nse wo mbu be say bia di say o say na eni asena kobo no ahia eno problem ni o
ba asena ne ese
o say
asena ne ese no
ende so mo no mo pe no mo mo say mo ende e yo mo maseba na ayi akwa ande pamono pa de be yam de pa wutumi se Chelsea no Manchester ba be show na ukwadi league went man be gala teta pa me dini ho ya papa
okay in common in right so
yes
na and common doors and then so you got the crash
the crash
bar
and then the asem na mu
and Valentine and a man for start
easy cry the crash be the
where said the no cry na na entity ho no say the na manfo ni asi abra utimi say afiwe Valentine no bedi
we do the me mu o
so we dey o kwan
so enti we say no
do say bo one grab it
to ta be 11 ma begirem eno ya na tese makwada kakra na
atifo na ya ba body junction and multimedia ya ba body junction
the crash
bar on ya ya be casho and then all ba ni obi mra o dey do crown ni obi ade on kwabra
when obi ade mra
ubenya
casho na
bibia kama free sobolo free wine
okay
free sobolo free wine
ye nyina ya ba
live band kese pa
na mpacho me hase ni hiam ye nyina ya ba ina so ya nwale edididi enya fi na ba na yi na
say na so fu no ka che na sorry ma no
o say
o se matumfu
mo antie de hu ba
onya ma dwen se mbeti
ye de hu ba di
say so fu pani
me de hu adwum
say me de me hu jim
but say nipa ba ko na ese na ye de ne ko ka edu
say na ye the crucial
and the crucial birthday and we dear yes na o ba ke pepie yenim say etina Debbie o gwabra mfa sorry
agra obapon
obapon enye de obapon satan enye de anu aponti we de class na say wo me yakona birthday yakona celebrity no kama and the crucial
enti asantuma na munhwe multimedia
entai team ni
nyina na obia baby obia
obehu obia
ye ba body junction opposite Ken West SHS na
yes
one of the crash bar I want to ye ba
school for no so
school for ni na
obia ma kwa ede obede
and you men on so sharp ne di dwuma bi na so
mfidie kwa me na mekwa kwa na me paduma ya nkasa
and Valentine
me aduma
se di be si di ho aduma
msianti no momra na ya nya aduma onti ya komra
are you ready
ya konkro farmer so na ya di update ne di abenti ya ka to se adwumadie no live YouTube handle okwa na wo comment ne di abana be pam ya kenkan nyina e di ama wan chihia wo do so maka to say ya subscribe wo subscribe anytime bia video bia be ready no won so won sabeka na etimi aboye pa na eno etimi akoye yen se sebana se na yen ni nkoma kakra matisa wo do ni bi eto dwa no eno Spain, I know, and so I La Liga Matisa, and told Janada LT, one more annual, so more game as usual, will be a Matranca, said Matisa, Ebasono, Espire Barcelona, Motina, Fomini Chata Vigo, and Ebo, Benya Hatifi Bobocono, Womani Fiario, Ebona, Yanya, Savia, Womotinefie, and in the Botivo Alaves, they said in Madrid, Ebetina Fomini Rias Sadat, and Editia in Tianoya Matisa, and told Jana, Etrada Matisa, Ebasunium, Rio of Via do Betina Fiomo, and I'll take club to be powered. Ebona yenya Reva Kano omene Atletico enso ebo yebenya Levante womene Valencia ebona yenya Mallorca Bobokono womene Ribetis na edisia ni ene yamatisa etodwa etina Monday Night Football yebenya Barcelona omo ekwa akotwa Joruna ofie na face omo game na team atwene no yamatisa etodwa La Liga yima na no pay ye kete dem Barca and early did the league log no the Spanish La Liga 60 part of 58 points and a Cromo lead by Madrid at 57 points and Femiansa Atletico Madrid 45 points but the same points and Equia Via Bobo Kono Tosna na when you read Betis or Toso enum and so a bantra ton they are killing Mbappe Lotin one no goals to do 23 goals na when you Vidat Muruki one Equa 15 goals or Ferran Torres Equa 12 goals Anti Budme Equa 11 goals na when you Robert Lewandowski 10 goals Lamine Yamal Equa 10 Alberto Marielno and so Ekra I 9 when your border Iglesias Ekra 9 goals Mikel Oyarzabal Ekra 9 goals when you Juan Hernandez when you 8 goals Hafia Ekra 8 goals Alexander Soloff Ekra 7 goals Hugo Doro Ekra I 7 Afe Jog di Air Photos and so Photos okay when Ekra I 7 when you Gerard I Moreno when you Ekra 7 Julian Alvarez Ekra 7 and Afa Brantani team and so Eddie Friedlaff Finat so Ekra 7 goals and your reporter Efi La Liga Eddie Eba na Oko Italian Serie na Pisa and now don't wait to firma AC Milan Ekwa Chobo so tell me no more Etimoba Ruben lift to 6 Wakikano ho wonu enya go Luka Modric and some enya ne de no afe eba na Matisa Eba so Kobo wo betre fiomni Fiorentina na Ebo mi enya SS Lazio mo na Atalanta and Ebo Inter and Juve game no betrende enteri Matisa Eba so Atlanta with Dignity catch one better if you're Sasalo and the Abone and Creminese, woman General Ebo Paramacacho, one better if you Halas Verona, Yanya Torino, Moni Bologna, and the Ebon Paton Napoli, and so any AS Roma, and the Ebano Atlanta Matisa Ebaso, Kaglawi Cacho, woman Lete, Ebabania Mante, Afe Eba, woman League Log Nainta, and the LED 58 points, and the Cromo Afe, women AC Milan, woman 53 points, woman Tosumi Miansa, ISS in Napoli, woman 49 points. Not when you Juve, one more toss 9, one more 46 when Pato, and Numini AS Roma, one more 46, and after Kobo Bobokono, Atosu Isiam, one more 41 points. And no Spanish ABBV and Pato, way Terence Ria, said no Mutebo no, and so AC Etia, Lotalo Martinez, Anna. Abontrano Dodo, 14 goals na Equano, Christian Pulisic, Equa 8 goals, Nico Pass, Equa 8, Brantani Dine Ade, Bato Adesa Duvikas, Wano Equa 8 goals, Anna Kenen Yades, Equa 8 Elho, Rosimus Holland, Wano Equa 8, Afe Marcus Turam, Equa 7 goals, Nicolas, Ansono, Nicola Stovic, Wano Sum Equa 7 goals, Elho, give to Oban, Equa 7, when Rafael Wano Equa 7, Haka Hanoglu, Equa 7, African Davis, Equa 7, Elho, Anna Ricardo Oslane, Wansu Equa 7, and no Aja Efri Italy, Adi Eba, Ukwa German Bundesliga, and now the Borussia Dortmund Bobokono, I was one Tirana, Emma Menso 5, Woman and so Entman Teseu Grassi, Enya Go Massimiliano Bear, Enya Nidia, and Sana Bessibiane, Edabako Accountisa, Anna Common Equa, Mattis Ebas and the bind of fall of a cousin, Woman is St. Paulina Ebo, and transfer for the woman Borussia Borussia Mönchengladbach Eddie Serena Jenya Hamburger SV Womu any Union Berlin na Ebo Wubenya Tie di Hofian Womu any Freiburg Babo na Wenya Werder Bremen Womu Bayern Munich na Ebo Stuttgart any FC Cologne Babo any Manchester Etotam aye en Tinada Osberg Babo Konombe Tinafia Omene Hedenium and Ebo na Yenya RB Leipzig Womu Wolfsburg etimi Eddie Serena na Ebano aye league log no dia 54 points and the crab Bayern Munich Como and LED 51 points and so Ekwa Borussia Dortmund hey Bayern Tetosa no Dortmund Baba top kwabna MZ dia AC Premier League na no bi na AC sisia na 3 points difference and the Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund and Swantem yenya tie di Hofian wonu e 42 points and yenya RB Leipzig wonu 39 points Stuttgart etosunum wonu e 39 and Pato Leverkusen tosusia wonu 36 points Harry Kane in Tinatono wonu na early day 24 goals and Ekrano Luis Diaz Ekra 13 Dennis Wundaf Ekra 11 goals Sehu Gurasi Ekra 11 Haris Tabakovic Ekra 10 goals Michael Olise Ekra 10 Anna Andrea Kamaraj and Sunum Ekra 9 goals Afro Benya Brantani Dean Adin Nadim Ameri Wanukra 9 goals Afro Christoph Bungatna and so Ekra 8 Wubenya Jonathan Ayabaget Wanum Ekra 8 Wanya Maximiliano Baya Wanukra 7 Afro Said Mala Wanukra 7 Jean Diamande Ekra 7 and Afro Mohamed Amura Ekra 7 goals 20 Wayan Koma Etota our German Bundesliga and now paying a year catching at Yama with Jumadi so.
Okay, you're free Germany na Yantoso El France. Na Mame Fanto when say weekend we no your matches are Ebaso El French Leganum. Na Mame Fanto when say Andro omu 2 games are Ebas on their 10 say Andro El Star Louis Day. Yenya Monaco team El Fie, Woma Shemiansa Emanont at Kanubako. Na their 10 say Ivory Coast, Woma Brad Tenefan Simon Adingra, and the Kasha first go Edma Monaco team no, and watch Simon Adingra at the second go Ebasoso, and Sana Abrantia first Dennis Zakaria, what third go Edma Monaco, and watch and Fabricio Santosi, Ebenya a consolation go, Edma team from Sanonta, and Monaco team at Refi, Woma Eshemiansa Emma Tima, Je from Sanont, Womati a Kanubako, elsewhere El Razon Park, Tima from Rene Elfie, Womoso Eshemiansa Emma Paris Saint Germain, Womo at Kanum and I say Paris Saint Germain Timno, Womoso at Kanubako, now the tense under PSG, Womo Gema Ebaso Ewa Weno, a Jordan or my brother Tenefane say Musa Tamari, and the Kasha first goal, and my Rene Timno, and what he Esteban Lapo at the second goal Ebasoso, and Sana Usman Dembele, Eba take Kanubako and my Paris Saint Germain, and what he baby Gemno, and a Switzerland, where my brother Tenefane Bra in Bolo, at the third goal, Ebasoso and my Rene Timno, at the under Paris Saint Germain, away from home, Womu Su Terewan animal home side, you're from Sir Rene, Nasa Uko Piaja, Lusa Andra Paris Saint Germain, a Colusin Akufan Semebri, Edia Baudim Se Andra, after St. Pierre's game Ebanavieno, and Usman Dembele, woke up a post match interview. Na Andra post match interview, and now Dembele, I say, you have to be him say, we a player, Edma Tima, you're from Paris Saint Germain. Now we swaka Edma Paris Saint Germain, and what's that we yum, said we are between born a comma, Edma PSG. Now one more player be a dinamum, Dembele GDA person and some money more, Tima from Paris Saint Germain Ebono, and Noma Anchina and Koye, and T. was a place in a moment so, Serbia be a bear comma, Edma Tima, you're from Paris Saint Germain. Now, according to Usman Dembele, was it your fan to be in Sedia last season, and Noma call comma, Edma Tima from PSG, and it's a place, will be anyone or selfish, will be a boy at my Paris Saint Germain. Minimum this season, I say, will be a boy at man who and I know my Nkoye and from a teamer. Je from say Paris Saint Germain, and I Usman Dembele, and what she and a manager, Je fan say Luis Enrique say, Asemna Usman Dembele a kaino, a from baby on any agony. Now the Wetmaka and say, Gam Nkoye, and Uti and I ran to first Usman Dembele, ever can Sansemno. Now, according to Paris Saint Germain manager, no, was it player BN was soon at the chair Paris Saint Germain, and T. one idea, or manager and Piagino, what a night as if form will be any Sabi and some our team and T. and Luis Enrique was it a normal cross or Piagino, say, I was on the boys and Ekasa. Now, the women second class a meeting about so before Omugama Mubo Editia Reneno. Now, they test a meeting at Basono, just say manager and catch a place and say, this is one who maybe say, person or be a ebo adman ho enti e wose Paris Saint-Germain team no wo ma mo no so say de no ma be kokama edema team eno Luis Enrique kakra financial be na no pay no yere won sam ematiefo nyina e wo show no so na nyame adma ene Saturday you were 3 games ha eba so el French Leganum na ebo 4 o'clock p.m. el start Orange de Velodrome Olympic Marseille el fie woman in Strasbourg enable and which is 6 o'clock p.m. Lee at Tinafi Amuba Brest now for 5 p.m. Paris FC at Tinafi na omni RC Lens game abaso nyankopon adma ochina Sunday na ochina 2 o'clock p.m. Le have at Tinafi omni Toulouse enable and which Laurent Ebo Angers met el fie omni Oze enable now for Olympic Lyon at Tinafi na omni OGC Nice game abaso na mame Phantom him say after match week 22 and as well match week 21 Paris Saint-Germain about 22 matches with more 51 points and watch RC Lens I'm toss me no go more 49 points and watch Leon toss me and say I'm 42 Olympic Marseille toss 9 go 39 and watch René Tossunum go 34 and Afeli go toss in Sia almost 33 points now the tense meilleur batteur top scorer France now Oko French Leganuma Emerson Greenwood and the can watch 13 goals and watch Esteban Lepore and Fabrantia Jefferson Joaquin Panicelli woman in Asha 11 goals after Pavel Soch 10 your Elsin Edward Wesley Said, Osman Dembele, and after Elan Kebal, women in Asha 8 goals apiece, after Bladley Bacola, Sofiane Diop, Ansu Fati, and after Roman Del Castillo, women swinging Asha 7 goals apiece, and on a pioneer, they won't send Pina Emma Telephone El Shodoso, live on the 104.5 FM, after Yefree or Maya from France, now Yan Twasso El England, now Oko England a weekend when a FA Cup run 4 and a Ebaso, now they're testing under 2 games Ebaso. Na Razam team atinafi womo sheba ko ema straight town womo antimante and watch andra team from the Hull City womo tinafi elusu 4-0 edma the Blues of Chelsea Pedro Neto ebo first goal edma Chelsea Pedro Neto at the second goal eba so after Esteval Willian ebo third goal ansana Pedro Neto at the third goal and as a fourth goal eba so edma team from the Chelsea and uti andra Chelsea womo play na first Pedro Neto wobo hat-trick na the me say can say when say ever since I told Bully Mobile no you say andra game a Chelsea boy no na 105th game consecutively Chelsea abo game woman starting 11 no player being one of the 30 years or more now Chelsea 29 less and no players at Chelsea for no woman selected 105 matches consecutively Chelsea for no woman by player be any 30 years or more and no record andra Chelsea for no and watch mami Fatuan is a Pedro Neto andra na Friday obo hat-trick now you said the last time a Chelsea player obo hat-trick na Friday way back 1909 around France and I say Wapania first George Helson one in a Sabra Conti Andra Pedro Neto about second player in the history of Tima you're from Chelsea Friday wabo hat-tricker and I'm a player they want some Emma Tiffany El Shonoso and watch Williams William Estevao this season in all competition was a go and Chelsea Premier League was a go Champions League William Estevao was a go and watch FA Cup was a go and FA Carabao Cup and also William Estevao one also as a go and Pino Jerome Sempina Emma Tiffany El Shonoso na Liam Rossinia a Chelsea manager wakasa remember so no the test and Manchester Ebaso FA Cup no your Bolton Wanderers womo atrefi omni West Ham United and Ebo Burnley Ebo Mansfield Man City atrefi o Etihad womo and Salford and Ebo Norwich City Ebo West Brom your Port Vale omni Bristol City and Ebo Southampton Ebo Leicester Aston Villa and Newcastle United Ebo Liverpool Elfie womo Brighton and Hove Albion Nyankopon Yadma Ochina Birmingham City atrefi womo and Leeds United and Ebo Grimsby Ebo Wolves and which Oxford United and Sunderland Ebo Stoke City Ebo Fulham Arsenal Ebo Wigan Nyami Adma Monday Macclesfield atinafi na omni Brentford game abaso na me kan Liam Rossinia wansem one and manager edema team from Chelsea na managers ni Japan isan se obaye no we Arsenal game enoma anhina nkoyi na enoma ekoyi edema Chelsea we die Chelsea woman head coach afanse Liam Rossinia
I just said to the lads, the attitude of the team, the quality they have, they show the moments on the football we played is fantastic. But what I've really challenged the players on since I've come on is positive reactions to losing the ball or a bad refereeing decision, and I just felt our energy, our pressing, our fundamentals and our values were there tonight, and we could have scored more. But I think Hull are a very good team, and this was a really, really difficult tie. I'm just delighted in the performance.
Okay, we Chelsea manager Francis Liam Rossinia and our tenant can and Uchi Oko Etian Stadium Man City of ye one and Sanford enable now opinion first Pep Guardiola Akasa now over FA Cup home say our opinion your Arsenal who and again it's say Arsenal for Eman headache woman the kind of Premier League in so Man City a person Omoji League no now Pep Guardiola say a canon quadia now what say Arsenal one and I got the Premier League top yet City, one manager first Pep Guardiola.
If we are fit all the squad like we didn't have last season and we didn't have this season for many months, in knockout stage I don't know what happened because sometimes it's a coin, but in the rest of the competition we can be there. As much we are fit, we have a players. Otherwise, playing every 3 days, 4 days, 3 days, 4 days with a few players, you cannot compete with full competition. I would prefer to be in the position Arsenal than in our position. If I would be in the position, the 4 points in front for the second or 20 games left, I will not be relaxed.
Okay, where City boss Pep Guardiola and our tenant Gaza was any brass now for the Brita, as baby Arsenal for Dano. Woman the poor positions, woman able to at the Premier League, Edesio Monaso. Now, Mamma Fatu is a Liverpool team, no woman so at Nafie, woman and Brighton and Hove Albion and Elbow. Now, I'm slot, a manager, Edema Liverpool, manager no Akasa, one and Brighton and Elbow Elfie, Gentil Liverpool manager, and slot.
We play a very strong Brighton team because I think there are a lot of comparisons between Brighton and us. They absolutely don't deserve to be in the position they're in at the moment. They play so much better than the league table shows. Almost every game they're competitive and deserve more than they get. So yeah, it's another challenge and another. I just said to Tony yesterday evening, it took me a long time before I could fall into sleep because I was constantly considering what options I have for the lineup or what I.
Okay, the tennis Liverpool manager fans say Anslot, and our tenant Casa Ocasana Anslot is Android and one. It's our best possible lineup. Whatever set from Brighton and Hove Albion, it's a Brighton for born almost in Bopa, and a Liverpool manager fans say Anslot, and at this time, Atuja. Now, the tennis the Gunners Arsenal, one manager, a pioneer fans Mikel Arteta, na Arteta Elfie, whenever Ghana Lattice, and a Ebo FA Cup Arsenal boss, Akasa, Yente Mikel Arteta.
An opportunity for the team again with another competition and the history that we have related to that competition. It's amazing. We play at home again, and I'm really excited to recover and go again. Well, they know that every 3 days we are getting so used to playing different competitions, home or away, and we know what that competition means to the club, to ourselves, and go step by step. And when you come to a competition, you have to be excellent on the day, and the rest, the shirt that you wear.
Well, okay, I know you're coming back across Mikel Arteta. Edi tuja ewo dwumadi so na yan trozo akara fe yan twani yenin komono emfama we mpato aso na asna katina reporter mensa kan yase asna board no akata Mikel Arteta se de omaye ni de omuntimi yen bibia biem esan se player bi opebia o mato edi amano de eso nya bia wanya excuses bia ni ho biem this year de ase wanya hwe kwa de wanji trophy mfama mo Premier League no ntima anye pa de report ne chase nya de se omuni opin no ebe agree kra League no minim say Arsenal twim kra afi Mikel Arteta ni Arsenal wo mane nam ha matisia league log no emu enso I very close at the city enso timiti emane no ya reporter mensa ekafi Arsenal katia ene make check kakra edi ama odwumade so report no etes on transfer almost so ma back no ama tese expectation bi ope o ma krekre ni nyina diama no player bia so manya enya diama ne dia eno no so nya dia betimi abo club no enkoba kakra na Rodrigo Cascante a player Edema City Bobo Kono na no da omni Tottenham Hotspur boy na Tottenham Hotspur omni mbowie no na City LED 2-2 yenim se 2-0 yeti ana sa de na kwakoye 2-2 na yepo game na abrante de Rodrigo Cascante se Dominic Solanke ya de se otwa mark yi referee de Eddie Jones ande ana tesa abrante de bobo na se yepo game na abrante se referee ya onye neutral was so mbobo sa na se referee ke so ye
neutral one kasa pick side na so we di edema team ya ɛyɛ unfair wo mo football no entimi nko enti na no dam wo so mututu na mo ne Tottenham Hotspur ball on don Franco bia referee Eddie Jones na ɛyɛ ɛma sa tutu na ba nka wo mutimi win sa game no ɛna reporter men say Premier League pay for FA no afena captains the ayɛ de nsema wakwa ka no omo edit charges said their bono na sa charges no mo dia bono no up to on the 18th of February so ono nkasa na me part ana so na me tetemo and the kwento akasa ansem no so o tetemo na chese anto asomedia ene ade se fine ebekom ede am Rodrigo Cascante no reporter mete we dwumadi so no ada me baba ka to se basa for say wo mani nje sa Pau Kubasi go na yase ne nan atra wanya offside no in fact omoso ma dwere ho eno akwa na basa for say ankombe openi na wo mu ade niam ko La Liga pay for ka to so officially wo mu ba no ma ba be complain referee no handle game in fact enya de so omo ati referee na say esan say Pau Kubasi bo we go no go enya fi no mbe so off na ade na referee kwa wo be do offside wo be tra bo 7 minutes no offside ba ku ntimi ne basa for few say sabio referee no handle game no eniema anko enti referees committee no wo mu kwa complain e de tiasa referee no enti up to Monday there say bibi amade a enenem say Barcelona for enya twe asan na ano na Sergio Kun esi yanka mo bianta say ono nkasa tama doctor declare say na commenti enya de say obetimesi akan basanke yambo ne defibrillator say na be obetimesi akan ne ade doctor ka ten say wenim na so de bona koma ho ebe ha dwene ama brante no retire amunamunu ha na ana brante say since we die ball no wono nkasa football pa de onye na adwo so behwe bi wo mbo kwa TV no da ho pa so anya de say wo ma na adwene ekọ no so beta na no da o ha do hu say Barca winning why na Emma Barca winning ya sa koda ketwa bi Lamine Yamal no say ene so onya dade na o sa koda na sisi no ma Barca wins no ekọ so o koda no hu say da bi akoda ni mbo ni bonti ene sanya football no endo na kono no wasansa se na o hebo enti wo so no Lamine Yamal na esan Emma ne sa se na ni be di football ti kakra esan so compare at ni 8 ene dia Lamine Yamal aye at the same age na ono ne time no went be anya sa de no enti wanya akoda bi o ya sa de na na so de na adwin nyina enso edidi akoda na tiwase na ni ade papa de wa akoda no enso efa susia kan at ne time no ono enso esa se na nya sa anana niama ete edema no no report ampato Sergio Kun City anafe Barcelona legend edi eba ewo dwumade so na no pay make take kakra edi ama na Alvaro Arbeloa kwabna yesi mad the players na captains wo me obia we the position Manchester Ford heni bi da yesi sia no mad the 4 person omo ye enti yesi Alvaro Arbeloa so atase se we player o normal o ye normal na kwabna 9 na abebo enya fi na ye ba be convert o ana ko inside out ni ade and if you betema we be come na left you can say right backs in left backs we be say yes wings no ma catch o ma ba be say if mad the players so mo mpe enya katim bia obo track abna ye 3 all the ball be etum no apedem e dia man no my 11-7 ni mo ba say enya vi na na katiko wura vivi mad the players no enya Alvaro Arbeloa akaya sa Arbeloa so atiase so no mo o say the ni lokosa ezi players ya no makate say tama yesika was so tuni akasa eya no nya abote kakra team yesa open say what players na say we dey joint action o mo for mo dey amra no fa ne dey amra enti we tatis any the players preference and SNT any idea every man that kate eba e wo dwumade so ne ye katere edema na anana no adan central 40 tibu kwoto a ano mbisa say wo since o say Eda go with days at Atletico, with days at Chelsea. We ba Madrid. Go ben no ada and I say save ben pa no ya. Wo kai pa who you say and then the save of your career. And also sa save in there and year 2022. When we game a UEFA Champions League game against Liverpool, Sadio Mane Emani ya die bia kwa na osibesi na wono odwin no kwan of aso yes ade no an mfie mu pa de anyame anim ne sa save ni de anya de se ne wi obefida an ye bisa se net se no so o se mo kai bo bi na Sadio Mane oboni inside photo sa na inside out na obo no sa kwa na ade so di case of no was tama Sadio Mane nya ball na oye so obo no nim say Sadio Mane de be ko benkum ento safety ko benkum sa what ya no say ball ne nam nifa ho ba no say awurade mawu a ana so kwabena ene oyire ne ho na otu ne ho nyina enti mama dwani o YouTube de mbe we the way sitie was this time no oni option bia so odi ne last nyina begu so na fe odi ne full weight nyina be ko ho say ne nsa be ko ne nsa nko wa ya de obetimi aye but also yes ade no ne nsa table no ana pimpo no ana tese esan eye den ebae ento was this save the nyamie nim ne since osan say da go no eno ne boy ofi say wate ball pa de bom no wate ball utumi say ne mfi nyina na tese sabe utumi say waya de pa no ayen koba kakra tibu koto a de eba na owie no tese na no da omukọ Benfica ko ball game sa game ni re vida kwabna say ball na mu ya di o na ne no kwese o ma nya de na nka so mutimi bobo etem ball no mbo beta sa wo Benfica ho no eno beto so pa so beko no ko kwanya no beta nya is beta ade obetuma ka say return encounter eno ye Santiago Bernabeu eno no mo twen so betimi aba na fe o betimi atane niema eno ye report atibu koto ade eba ewo duma de so UEFA wo mo enso de the top IF revenue sadiaba we who Manchester nya hwe Manchester na nkasa na so head am mobile papa bia wo UEFA ntino so me hu o ma nya hwe UEFA for tesa over the top 10 revenues for 2024-2025 in the UEFA season kwabna mo tesa PSG and elidu omo anom revenue cost yire pa 144.4 million euros adom revenue omo so ejanuary ya ana Inter enso toso bi no wo munya 136.6 million asra atoso miensa 117.0 million euros afi Barca enso toso 9 wo munya 116.6 million euros ana afi wo mu enya Bayern wo mu toso num Bayern enya 105.9 million Borussia Dortmund atoso sia wo munya 102.2 million euros ana afi Madrid enso enya 101.8 ana yenya Liverpool toso ngate wonu ya 98.1 million ana afi Leverkusen enya 87.1 million ana Atletico Madrid enya 84.9 million and the top 10 and 2024-2025 UEFA season eba team so mu revenue across one ene anopay miketre adama wo tumedie so na niko sabo gwamna ba for so munto maya kwai ade ya maso ana mudibirika na masamba ne yade ama mu gwamna mu fe wo mu sinukura jase pa de sombeto amunya sade wo munya sa mistake no wo mu season ni bana bia am free player wo mu Chelsea ni asem bia and bato Nicolas Jackson dia and obesanya aba Chelsea no and you update mensaka wo tumedie so na CAF president openya ni dinadi Patrice Motsepe ese AFCON na man for 2028 no was it be enye 2028 2027 somewhere June July and yebebo AFCON 2027 to be a challenge so ne yebebo na was now their tuta say Kenya Tanzania and Uganda and hosti and yakoba kakra mensaka wo dwumade so na kwabra raja na Angola anse yanka mo bi anta say ene sanya yebo itere say de kwabra so wa ya kokura kro betimi abo osisi ya no emu ya meda papa no so to asa na onko hwem ebuo bi ya de to players ne basiri ya wose sankata ma eyo no na penso na satama so ma ja na penso na no okura ne prime na osanke beto no 150 million euros anya de to players ya ohwe no waka de o ma asam ne ya yi kwa so ase satam juve mu tam no obi ani die de Dani Alves na bo na no kwati di bia wase akwa bia ya tu ni di home na home de we munya players na yesu juve mu na ebo na wo satam wa baba to Dani Alves won tete no ha wo be sidi mbo aba be sa no ho ye de bete nei home yi na teso mbo bo juve mu ani adade no nkoba kakra so raja na England edi eba wo dwumade so na I go to don so enoda adwuma no munya de ma Tottenham hospital wo tese Inter wo na me ye adwuma no na Samuel Dune yɛbɛkɔ World Cup ne deɛ na ɔmatumi ɛho deɛ ɔmbɛyɛ na Roberto Di Zabi ɛna afei ɔpanya ne gyade ma ɛso na Pachetu ne wɔn san de adwuma yɛ de ama no ɛnyɛ ɔma na okay sɛ sisia no sɛ ɛyi kɔ Daniel Levy kɔ ansa Daniel Levy Samuel September last year mo hɔ na na mekɔ ama adwenya ma so papa no kɔ yɛ so ɔpanyin bi a ne deɛ de Coventry mi hu kɔ na menim sɛ mo training grounds wɔn sɛ akɔ bia ɔno na sie no wapa bɛfa ɔyɛ adwuma no ɛwɔ Tottenham Hotspur nti ɔn de ofi sɛ man Pachetu no betime ayɛ adwuma nti yɛsɛ san kɔmɔ na asase denden na ɛno nso wɔn hɛ na wɔn adi san kɔmɔ no na yɛ go to the nano de adwuma wɔyɛ de ma Juve wɔn sɛ Juve ɔbɔ 9 matches wɔn win 5 draw 3 ɛna olusu baako pɛ wɔkɔ Lazio so wɔbɔ 9 matches wɔn win 5 draw mmiɛnsa pɛ ɛna olusu baako ntinka wɔhɛ ne paa de anka otimi sɛ adwuma no wɔnim ne ya kama Northern Forest nso kyɛ sɛ openya ne tin adi adeɛ sɛ ɛne Pereira Victor Pereira ano mpɛsɛ ɔmo nso ɛde adwuma no ɛde ma no ɔmanya ate aseɛ koraa wie ansa na ano da na Okochi Wolves boboko no wɔn nso return back to the Premier League na afei wɔn a mɛboa ma Northern Forest boboko na nneɛma ɛnyɛ kama mfama nti Evangelos Menanakis he said was sign ɛnyɛ new head coach ebom wɔn nso interim ana kyerɛ sɛ ɔba bɛbɔ ɛdɔn ɛyɛ reporter ɛba ɛwɔ dwumadi so na kwabena Old Trafford BBS na Andy Fameko Old Trafford ɛda ana nka mimi Old Trafford no okay ɛne yɛnkɔ
okay yɛntoa so na yɛmfa stories ne bi ɛmatiefo nyina ɛwɔ show no so live on Nhyira 104.5 FM na United story ne deɛ yɛbɛkɔ abansa na mmom yɛnkɔ bansa yi ɛsiane sɛ Barsafoɔ no mani abere paa na Barsafoɔ sɛ ɔmatena se ahu sɛ ewiase ɛwɔ wohwɛ academy a wɔn academy no ɛyɛ the best na ɔmo academy no produce players a born wɔn ni bɔ paa na Barsafoɔ no sɛ ɛmfa sɛ ɔmo academy no produce players a ɔmo ni bɔ no sɛ clubs ne bi wadwe sɛ wɔn de Barca ɛbɛfa kwanbɔne so na wɔn se wɔn titi player na wɔn de 6 million euros release clause ɛde ahyɛm wɔn nkɔhwɛ sɛ Chelsea aba wɔn nso pɛ ma give 6 million na wɔn de kɔ wɔn se ade baako ahyɛ wɔn koraa no ɛyɛ Paris Saint-Germain player yɛfrɛ sɛ Pedro Fernandes duro a team ɛfrɛ sɛ PSG bɛfa no according to Barca for wɔn se aha wɔn paa nti Barca for no wɔn sporting director Deco wɔn se wɔn de new policy ɛde aba na policy ne sɛ woyɛ Barca academy player na umekiu debut ɛde ma under 19 a woman de 6 million euros release clause ebe show contract him and wachi umekiu debut ɛde ma Barca Athletes a woman de bɛkɔ 10 million euros umekiu debut ɛde ma first team a woman de bɛkɔ 100 million euros eti Barca phone ayere no mam aye na no panyere wonsam emati phone nyina e show no so na obɛkɛ Copa del Rey semi final first leg eba so e Wanda Metropolitano ema Barca ekolusu 4-0 ewa away edma Atletico Madrid na yese andra meeting eba so na meeting no Barca for a training na meeting ba so ansakona training eba so na yese meeting no players no ene manager first Hans Flick ene meeting na Hans Flick eka na adwene wo wie no players no so eka omoso adwene na yese Hans Flick eka che Barca players ne say some first half na omobo edi tie Atletico Madrid 1 elake spirit 2 intensity form 3 omo ambition na form na ogidie pass say afi Barca pese omogi include asabo ne de wo ba enyeye na owie ena players so omogi na players ne say omo ka kire Hans Flick say dom so ebetima kan say omo tactical concerns na tactical concerns say ha line no emu wa too much na si de ne bo ha line ne gina center circle Barca players ne gidie pass say ha line no wo betima bo I just say 2 players ewom baako aye Hafia ena baako aye Pedri eti se Pedri ene Hafia ni wode a e wose manager na tia se e wose mo komachi kakra eno aye anhansema players no wo mo ka che Barca manager ye Hans Flick na no pay no yere wonsam ematifo nyina e wo show no so na andra Barca training e ba so e wo Ciudad Esportiva de Juan Gampa no de me se kan se Hafia aye training e chese nyame ya aduma Barca wo mo game nyame ya aduma Monday omo kwa away e wo Estadio Municipal de Montilivi womani Girona enebo sebibia ko kamade abrante fese Hafia ebetima bo enema tima je from se Barca enano pay no yere wonsam ematiefo nyina e show no so na Barca fo no se omo gidie se nyame adoma third match wome remontada e de tetima je from se Atletico Madrid because according to Barca fo no wom se we oma ya enya de omo nya bi danie na andro ye ho Barca website na omo de about 6 this reason why a chess Barca my remontada at the team from say Atletico Madrid. Now Barca for any normal Makumako 6 Ediaba. First one, Barca for say Hansi Flick ever Fajuma Anima Barsano. When you 6 score lines are a chess my remontada. Now almost 12 matches no. Emu Makumako 8. Barca Eshe 4-0. Emu Makumako 4. Barca Eshe Real Valladolid 7-0. Women say team from say Young Boys 5-0. Women say Valencia 6-0. And I say Olympiacos 6-1. Eti echese Barca ebitime remontada. De tosu me no Barca for say wom our 3 players a omu game omu ball edi tie Atletico Madrid say 3 players ni nyina no. Wom antima mobi baako aye Pedro anasa brante for say Pedri. And what you afia and afia Rashford. Say 3 players Barca for say nyame aduma. Third match na omu nyina return eti ebe possible say 3 players no. Womu nyina ebitima abo edi matima. From say Barca and what she Barca for say Spotify company sa Barca stadium won be abetimazi esa say won cash ekrano wo kai Barca and Paris Saint-Germain and no Barca e remontada and Barca for no egidie pass company ababoa amoma ye remontada e de Atletico Madrid and what she Barca for no say yam fatu obi anim say omenya more rest esa say obeka Champions League Barca e boy no wo mo qualify straight e de call round of 16 Atletico Madrid Ecuador playoff just Atletico Madrid about 2 extra games and the team je from say FC Barcelona e Barca Atletico ebebre eti Barca ebenya advantage and what Barca force way o my bida e say Champions League game omobo e the team from say Paris Saint-Germain no wo mu kolusu 4-0 e ma PSG El Parc des Princes wo mu ba company o me remontada wo mu say PSG 6-1 e the qualifier eti o metima qualifier and what last one Barca for a crazy precedent. It's not a BSC pain. Woman say 1996-1997 season Copa del Rey semi-final say no. Woman away and Atletico Madrid Ecuador 2-2 return fixture ebaso el Campeonato na game ebaso el Campeonato almost say woman say Anchekra and Atletico Madrid woman player first Milenko Pantic about 2 goals name Ronaldo Luis Nazario we about 3 goals afiablante first Pizzi and Figo woman the be so Emma Barca e remontada nti ekose ya dia and him say Barca team no woman remontada e de tetima je from say Atletico Madrid na no pay no yere won sem emetifo nya e show no and what Michael Carrick, one manager of the month, Premier League January, one energy now so enough. I go Thiago, one also a player, Edmar Brentford, player of the month of January. Okay, one also energy now. So we don't even for energy. Coach in India, I will be share Arsenal, City, Unquestion Norwich in the hall, magic player, a coach of the month. Game back with me, tracking therefore. You know. What's the team that is that was it to fight? Now, what's it? Barca for some Mary. And 6 reasons why I chose on be remontada.
Reasons in it, and the famous one here against PSG. And so, okay, Champions League
6-1.
I mean, any day, na, I am mad. But you see, the question I'm person Bisa Barcelona for say. Sa team no de yes remontada ebiniana because team we consider do the question is that for how long na Barca team we go 90 minutes in the second leg we consider go
sir
minus what my point is here for say Barcelona and chef for no mini problem they can easily do it but mini problem they say can they defend very well as in we consider go na. And then the question I'm saying, Barca di bia wo tie
penifone dia ba. Ese ho report na na ka che boys ni se mo twranto.
Yati.
E be adwuma.
Edu ha in the second leg no. Ebenya abaso insurance 4.5 yen na and the Costa and Gabi Suam Gabi the foreigner. Asi omodien akọ amanini aba ka se abdafo so ba na and some of them the two that 2 games are ebaso this weekend ni na no. Yeni and common and so and fa and mama insurance 4.5. My first question cry ye de enkofifio and say mujidi titru Barca for no saru mantada na mo kan botimi aye amede me minim se for na bi amosha for de problem but as we say motimi defend na mo consider go no and say and only the multiple question we boss and I'm poor tissue no obetimi e de answer na bana kenkan e de amount Kofi good morning but you know what to say what's away you know good morning Abba good morning but you know what to say
yeah, fine. Sounds on where?
Oh, okay. So Valentine is starting here.
Okay, me ma starting here. I didn't think I
oh, a question. Me cars who you be and maybe like I'm asking say
but
be fine.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Tonight I'll
say you made in call the crash.
Yeah,
I'll call the crash bar.
Me personally, I'll do something nice for my fiancée and
oh yeah, sure. I'll be there. I'll be there.
So the other test senior man.
Say.
We be out of free. We are Robert Charles. Senior to warrior and I say oh wife. Hello.
Allah.
Hey. That's what dog go. With you. One day one permission. I make a story no. Okay, story.
You be able to answer question be on.
Oh,
David. So how say I'm calling that time yet. You be to am calling. So open is hard here.
Me meet you now. That's shame. We should go. Meet you. We should be. That's shame.
You man a day.
Okay, story now. Ubi me when you know.
Oba.
Never to know Nigeria.
Is it Oba? Eti Kofi on a most was not yami adman you may.
Yeah, yeah, crash.
Called the crash bar. If I'm 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Na the Valentine no. Yeah, the ashisha so body junction ya. Opposite Ken Westy SHS.
Yeah.
Opposite one and at the crash bar. And Tientia, free so bolo, free wine.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, but ball live band, a piano bianzo.
Live band.
Top notch. Live band and never bore. And to be amra and no door from Mumra, Mometina, and Muntiendom. Now, we knew don't count.
Maminka, how I got to know the crash. The Nancy, I mean, a time in FIFA. I'm a taboo FIFA partner. If you are a co-internet, then most will be so in Boa, I'm Gini PS and I'm a abo online. Now, me say your colleagues are more wound to me. Near say fancy near a community in Bopa.
Okay.
I'm so. When you go vote, I did say game no winning, but not fancy them. So they be on run mention because all no tired did. But ya more. I'm a fracumia.
Okay.
And I'm ya Messiah by now. Me so bummy feel now. Let me buy a board gamer. And bread that one say, oh, bar. And so dear neighbor. And the enemy is in chain. A hashtag.
Who would you provide the piano?
There be now by
Obano.
You see, you see, FIFA, you see, electricity, Miss Amodi and income. May show what you are doing. Hashtag Munya with the young.
Okay.
It's a Kumiaban or dear, the nice war package, ABC. And it's a deal. It's a good game. I mean, you switch Chelsea, Madrid, and you know, so Kofa, on his own Pema United, so be a team in it, or Kofa buying.
I see.
You trying to you know, so business at the animal on the buy. And I'll see a punchy jollof.
Okay.
And then you have punchy jollof. No, so toward the crash. Listen to my camera. Lucky, I know lucky. Now I'm so okay. All my tasty. Rich.
Super.
It's a brilliant meal. Since then, me place me order with you.
So also the Quano
so me do one man magic. If you want the best food, and one thing about the crash is say ambience near top.
Yeah.
Maybe I bet now I know I'm almost more a private place. You book ahead of time. It's open up a private place now.
Go a private person.
Exactly.
Penny Pembe.
Yeah.
And we so Ukraine penny Pembe.
Yeah.
And you say be our banner a punch jollof.
Yeah.
Private area.
Yeah.
Obetumi akotono
bia solid. Most of them juices no see fresh. Inti enen numero the crash here very.
And multimedia how na yaba. We share numero 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Na yemfa dwumadi no.
Is also Basa wants to turn it around.
Yeah, almost romantada. They are turning the scoreline.
The fact that they are talking about turning it around, no chance they will not be able to turn it around.
Yeah, same thing I make say. Me Barca Atletico Madrid 4.
Yeah.
Easy for them to do.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem is how they will defend against this Atletico Madrid team. For the entire 90 minutes.
How to stop Atletico Madrid from scoring. Yeah.
4 nations there, Barca beat me easily.
The fact that Barcelona are constantly talking about that, doesn't help. On one of Andy's stories about how some Barcelona players have sort of questioned Hansi Flick's style of play, which has now Eric's reward. And I've said it several times, the German direct play infused with the Spanish tiki-taka.
Okay.
So sometimes against smaller teams almost a low block now, it's probably the best setup to play against them. But say over against him, on you brave to say why. No, not so be pressing. No, very good ball retainers and then the cracks begin to come. Anything then make catch say for Barcelona, say a far. And far 4-0, 3-0, 5-0, 6-0. It's on that level. And I'm sure they understand. You see, also, there are certain key elements of our system anymore. They make that system work. See, I'm sure so what to say about the 4 fans because na Rafinha any honum, and that's part of the reasons why they couldn't go on and win the game. It's true. Yeah. Because Rafinha is the intensity generator with team. He's on a very athletic, very physical, he covers a lot of ground.
Can press the defense.
Yes, and so Ubo a front three of Robert Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha. He is the one with a lot of energy to start the press for you up top. So then definitely say Rafinha anymore. It doesn't mean that Barca into me more without Rafinha. Sometimes it means that the intensity has to be generated from somewhere else. Again, the reason why it's important, and some people are mentioning Obi say Pedri Gonzalez DNA say, which say Pedri will feel if you want. It is him and Frankie. These are probably two of the best ball retainers and ball recyclers we'll be asking. It's the time maybe let's come out there bank for bank. Pedri can hold on to the game one time. Now only Frankie de Jong, to take the sting of Atletico's intensity and then wait till Barca recovers, then you can go again. But say, Emeya Casado and Frankie, Emeya Bernal and Frankie, it is not on that level. Yeah, Bernal is good, Frankie is top, but it's not on that level. So it means that one should anyone level of control in the game becomes too up and down, and Barca will not be able to control it. Space is back. It means that Eric Garcia will have to defend large spaces. Kubasi have to defend large spaces. Say, bow the nyakwa. I say quickly also Sambabishin. It means that he has to work about 2 or 3 times harder. It means that the combination play and Kabenya between Kunde and Lamine any mono. Because Kunde has to be fixated defending. So those are the nitty-gritties of the match. And like you said.
But to me, this is my problem. So we a coach.
Yeah.
Na uko team na players na I'm the main architect. I'm na uko park ni so akobo ball no.
Yeah.
Obo formation bi game plan bi no mu fu say NC2 o ma. We a coach how na won trick ni kakra.
See, these are reports. First of all, me not 200% sure if that is exactly what about. Me most reports na the more I've seen it. I think I saw it somewhere. I say in fact, specifically, what they are saying is that almost per system, no. Yeah. But maybe more problems are in big games, the adding spaces, and again, not too sure if that's what the player said, and that is a genuine concern. Rich, maybe as if we could listen and tweak small,
because a bit to Amorim,
yeah,
at Manchester United,
yeah,
players now do almost system, almost say coach. System no
but Barca this system ya Atletico in the last 5 matches. What one of them from 3-1, 1-0, 4-2, 4-4, 2-1. Before now they are beating them until the very first
now almost when antidote to game plan.
Exactly. So again,
so tweak it kakra. Tweak it baby
until we get there. I think say there isn't too much of a worry again because no one's asking the senior players no one. And anytime Barca wants to beat Tinyabo, I don't want us to make it look like has a free problem, system need a problem. It's not a problem. It has given them a lot of success.
Okay.
But it is high risk, high reward. So I'm far, and this is where, and I can agree also with you. Say, okay, then in game, I thought they'd be a 2 kilo. Sometimes sit off. Allow them
to game.
Yes.
Now your game plan is the coin. And boy,
yeah.
I know this.
Exactly.
Change it.
Now,
it's a BB kaka.
Bit many results.
Because man here, also go for the be catch us a Champions League fee.
Yeah.
Yama Barcelona in general.
Yeah.
Ukushia big teams na Bayern, Inter, PSG, money ade no. Kobo boss hala no. Easily
they'll be able to come.
Simple.
Yeah, I think it has become a huge worry of Catalan Crown where most of them reporters snakers and they are now worried about the Champions League because Champions League. Yeah, Champions League.
And then say the Champions League in common na. E say edimi do count.
See the Ombeka.
Media me inform count.
O top 3 Champions League possible winners, Barca no part.
Form count. In fact, Pau Kubasi mun defend say.
Really?
Oh, big teams.
Because you know Barca lose match and all of a sudden they're making it look like.
That's how to be in America.
No, but there isn't too much of a problem. Which sometimes maybe now question. Let's go. It's just too good. Which story by in the course of the week. Finally, all the big clubs are now in the conversation for the UEFA Super League. You know, and finally now come Madrid. Nasser Al-Khelaifi and UEFA what they did in strategically convincing all of them to come back now. Madrid foreigners have gotten on the table. So, okay, it was a call for Sika, money for the clubs, bigger games. And Florentino Perez, and especially Barcelona for Etnase, of course, with other clubs, to sort of come together and form a UEFA Super League. Get more money, and then move away from UEFA Champions League and then be Sika Kakrebi because of the system. Rich. Responding to tough times is what really shows how a good leader is, or whether somebody is a good leader and that's when you're a good leader. Rich, I'm sure this was probably the most threatening time in UEFA's club history in terms of competitions. Rich, say before our time, me and I didn't come out about the Champions League. We kept on saying that the Champions League is the biggest club competition in the world, and you don't even need to say it. You don't even have to say it. Now clubs na ebo na wabeka say omo de omo pese omo kokoti omo kobo omo UEFA Super League. Rich. Quickly, UEFA getting clubs like Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool near the English Premier League clubs now to stay that okay, oh they munya to waseka krama here again was the first smart move because without them you can't go on. Again, the Italian clubs. Rich, once they got there and knowing that okay, and then they have problems in the Champions League, then I go for weaker, I'm piska. And then the Skabeba, I see a bomb more bigger matches. I see a bomb more matches. I see more matches, there are more broadcasts, and then quickly they change the format of the Champions League. And now the final person was Florentino Perez. Nasser Al-Khelaifi go a press conference. So Florentino Adiatu, now the Super League is 100% off the table. And only now you're back with a new Champions League format. Rich, Alexander Chefren, Nasser Al-Khelaifi, and everybody that's in charge of that decision have done a very good job. They've done a very, very good job. Very, very good job in that regard, in making sure that Ometimia is in terms of how Omar back. Now, Rich, in the Spanish La Liga, now you can say Barca possible in the Champions League. When you say in the Spanish La Liga, 1 point when they don't them. Between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Now, this weekend, Madrid are playing against La Real, which is Real Sociedad. Once Barca are not playing this weekend because of Copa del Rey game on board on Thursday, whatever happens in that match, especially on Saturday, so Madrid 18 success, they go straight on top of the Spanish La Liga.
So that's a bit on Monday.
Yes. So once they get to Monday, but once they score, and Makacho said there is something about Team Obebo first, anyhow the pressure switches. Barcelona lost against Atletico Madrid. They would have to respond. Madrid for now coming from a place where 4 out of 4 under Alvaro Arbeloa, the games have been coming. They've been winning their matches. I'm expecting that at home against La Real, they will get a job done. Rich, the Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, Mastantuano, the boys that matter back. The last time they didn't have Vinny, no many Mbappe, no many Jude Bellingham, no many Rodrigo Goes. Rodrigo is still out. Bellingham is still out. Vinny Abba, of course, coming to out to Abrante friend Mbappe. Now, me Padibia, Alvaro Beloa, AL Madrid team, which constantly making sure that he is profiling the players right. I said, wait, in the last few months, we've been saying consistently because it solves about 90% of problems. Mencon, Kobo, Federico Valverde at left back or right back. When you have Trent and Carvajal, Mencon, Kobo, Eduardo Camavinga at left back. When Alvaro Carreras is there, play Camavinga in the middle. Play Chimeni. Don't play him as centre back. When the United and Asensio are there. And they asked him in his pre-match press conference, this is how obey. Obama boys know a natural position. Which, when they do as they've been doing, I think Madrid will go 5/5.
Okay.
Madrid will go 5/5 and they'll go on top of the Champions League. And that is going to be a very good one for them. This weekend, an English FA Cup now, which is Gidi Bia and Shade Premier League in it. Which, Arsenal are the record holders of the English FA Cup. Now I've said several times that game against Man City in the final of the EFL Cup, I think psychologically to define Arsenal's season. And that's a huge one for them. But they have to play in the FA Cup also. And now, saying Andy Kane, 2 matches came on. I like the backstory of Hull. For the very first time, Liam Rossinia Ebo as a player with Hull City. Now at Hull City, Obo in the final of the EFL Cup, final of the FA Cup with Hull City. Which time final no. Hull City for taking an early 2-0 lead against Arsenal until Arsenal turned the game around. So his FA Cup journey, second one, came at a place where he played for them as a player, coached them, and also played in the final of the FA Cup with them. And then there's also championship. You know, Hull City are flying. Yes, it's a championship side. So the backstory was nice, and that's what I was telling you before the game. No, see, Nabusha forward landing, you know, are coming to watch the game at Hull because it's a place where he started. Now the Manchester is here, the only Chelsea for, and then they are getting a good time. So this is young Liam as a young Hull City manager. Those days at the club. So I got the story of Nhyira almost hacking if Hull City.
I will show you.
Aye.
Samu.
The club owner said no bob sa pep motigi takabo efedo do ompesa no pamon. In fact, on one point in as Chelsea manager, the club owner has come and has still asserted that same thing. Saying the into or no pamon no was that now Liam Rossinia more pragmatic. I thought it be so more long really. Rossinia said there be yam born paper and no till pamon the free water.
Maybe an result number. Because boy if be win any result that.
Exactly. It's the at the end of the day, it comes down to that.
But me sure say no bo NF.
Yeah.
And a normal result that.
Yeah.
Go njina so mpam.
Yeah. Now it's someone say Liam Rossinia echi Enzo Maresca or the Hull City share no. Time na Maresca or Leicester City.
Leicester no.
Or the nation. Now no me imagine no dia Liam Rossinia ye fian no gina on Liam Delap. No mo kwakọ say Enzo Maresca adwuma. Rich Chelsea went into the game in a bid to win. Of course after dropping points against Leeds United. No, see me and Pesemeka. You know, I fell in love with Enzo Maresca Juma because of the work that he did. I've constantly said that sad time when Juma Enzo Maresca Bebe or Chelsea, he exceeded expectation. Qualifying to the Champions League, winning the Club World Cup, winning the Conference League. After all the uncertainties of the club, for me that was huge. Which, since Liam Rossinia came in, remember the catcher will say, I want to hope and then wait till I get things that convince me about Liam. But the very first thing I'm picking with Liam was the intellect and psychological strength to keep as a person. And I told you that ABF Tunko Liam is talking too much. And they'll see it as Casado. But for me, it is going to be his biggest asset. Because every day when I think of Unai Emery at Arsenal, I think of the fact that he's a native Spanish speaker from Andalusia And almost casting the wrong with touch Mabutu. One should hear it's about time. How to express yourself, journalists take it out of context. So getting somebody in the dugout at Chelsea who knows what to say, when to say, and how to say is very, very important. That was the very first thing that I saw about Liam Delap. That made a lot of sense to me. Then, when Liam began to go on, and I'm saying, no, Graham Potter, Krabba, and the first 9 games, not unbeaten with Chelsea, to basketball. ABI is another one of those early, ban, try so share na free we all see, hey, Liam is good. Then after I sink baby. It's the end to your boss.
But for new manager bounce.
Yes. But for me, Mr. Rich, they be catch you say, manager, you're clear in his mind, in his thoughts. No? For me, that is about 40% of the job done. And you auntie say, just say, nana say, what do you want? And you go after it. Rich, when he came to Chelsea, I think one of the biggest problems was the psychological setback in Chelsea and how to deal with tough times. And Uti in the pre-match press conference, he has said it well. Rich, and no, you game you. One of the first thing I learned from the game. One, I think said Liam, the confidence no one. It makes him a very secure person. Who's all confidence. It's ordinary and he's secured. Now that security translates into he trusting certain players in the team. The result in American. The first example, Andre Santos of Chelsea number 6 and now. Rich, Andre was an Enzo Maresca, but Enzo, pure disciplinarian. He is Italian. He is a straight positional play manager, and maybe because he is not a native English, maybe because certain things even makes him unsure of people, into untrusting crank. So you realize that during the time of Enzo Maresca, now Andre Santos and Bobby Becker say, okay, Liam knew Andre Santos at Strasbourg. So, so let's put him aside. You've seen Jarrell Hato. All games at Jarrell Hato. And every Chelsea player also Jarrell Hato in the last few games will tell you that because of the game consistency, the improvement is coming. On finance, is
it not because of the rotational system? Because if you say look players no, and they say I share physical conjunction now, AI out of hand.
Okay.
It is an Italian.
Okay. The players are still there. Benoit Belachili is fit.
Oh no,
so again, so all the Benoit Belachili no bomber Chelsea consistently, or Chelsea player for a very long time. Eba. Now the Jarrell Hato ya Krabba. Ideally, Enzo Maresca will go for Benoit Belachili because he's experienced, knows his team. Because Hato knows about an young boy. But Liam is trusting them. Again, Joshua Kofi a champion. No malo gusto to bench and now. Reese the start here. Oh, you Reese film, you know. One malo gusto. And again, I'm telling you that this is coming from somebody who is a big fan of Maresca's job. But their approach to the game and decision making is different from manager to manager. And it's clear in the approach of Liam Rossi as compared to Enzo Maresca.
And so, in the next episode,
I'm getting there. Don't worry. And then we don't have too much of the English Premier League to do, so don't worry. I'm very in tune with it.
Okay.
Rich. So, going into the game, and now, like I'm saying, he played a champion. He started with Mamadou Sarr, or centre back, and about Wesley Fofana. Ideally, you'd have thought that, Kobe started Benoit Bediashile. Then later on, Mamadou Sarr would have come on. But he started with Mamadou to play there. Rich, what I want to say is that the confidence of Liam Rossinia, and of course, the armor translating into trust for the players has made him feel like, Rich, now the players can play. And that is why since he came, one of the most important players in the team has been Abrantia friend Andre Santos. Rich, maybe for a lot of people who have not watched Chelsea games, they will not understand. But now, Maresca, you will be a person or manipulating Fifino with the wide area. So constantly the ball should go wide, Rich, and then come to the central area. But for Abrantia friend Liam Rossinia, he is trusting Andre Santos to be the progressor of the ball with the short passes centrally. And then I was clear. the rotations, even with the same thing about this trusting. You can tell it from how one want the players no freedom to play in that structure. It is fluid. You're more in the structuring. However, you have to trust each other to work for each other. And then now, Andre Santos was brilliant. The boy is slowly growing to be a very, very important player for Chelsea Football Club. And what he is
clearly so yeah. The confident na papa. Okutaba to say is on Chevabi.
Yeah.
Like confident no debo no.
Yeah. And
baby so control so pass or be pass.
And Rich, since Liam Musinia buying, just again it's just a few matches. But against the 5-4-1s, Nana DBR, Chelsea struggled to break down.
Okay.
Against these teams, Liam is getting the job. And it was a 2-2-6. Andre Santos Caicedo started, Fofana, any Abranti, Freno, Mamadou Sarr. Then, of course, had the two wingers come inside. Into the ball, Pedro Neto as a 10, Estevan Willian on the right half space, Alejandro Garnacho on the left half space. Then had to, any Abranti, Freno, Reece James kept the weight for them just to make sure so win it. It was a good one.
Okay.
4-0. It started with Abranti Freno and Pedro Neto with a good shot from outside of the box. And then, of course, in the second half, the goals that come in. Chelsea are managing so much. Also, match. Congratulations to them. Go to the next round of the English FA Cup. 1 whole week, and Chelsea beat him arrested before the next match against Burnley and most of the matches. Now, Joseph Guardiola, let's start Southford in the match.
Oh yeah, Southford. I can teach him. Saying so, I'm upset.
Oh, what they hard.
Hey, upset there. Games we say no.
It doesn't happen to Joseph Guardiola.
That fairy tale stories now. It
doesn't happen to Joseph Guardiola. Obey Juman will feel simple.
So far, them's a Liverpool now. Game against Brighton.
Yeah.
Premier League side.
Yeah.
Very.
But look at Liverpool beat them. Brighton, their form have not been good.
Okay.
I think that we are still going to
Arsenal Wigan.
Arsenal will do the job.
But meaning before Beko Crown we there. And the by story meaning say be also story now. You see Arsenal board no. I catch Mikel Arteta as a chairman. I feel we dear. Unim na bottle league na be pamo. Because players are demanding na yato. Bibia we demand say yam fam ma na timi ye wadwuma as a coach. Ya to the amount. So yem pen na asem bia. Premier League ni there. Champions League we win any problem. But the Premier League because I'm so here result now say I be call Arteta and the boys na chance ye nya na. Eya alarm kakra.
Oh, Beji. The only time
I'm a pressure my team so.
The only time I'll change my mind to Arsenal team in G League, is if they lose the Carabao Cup final.
Okay.
So Man City is sure Carabao Cup final now. Psychologically, I don't think Arsenal will be able to come back from the time.
Okay.
But so Carabao Cup final, that's a huge statement and we're going assistants now. I think Arsenal will win it. Regardless of your board. It's a board near the rich and definitely they want to put you on your toes. See, Emma Ojo say BBI okay, BBI okay.
Okay.
Ojo say BBI okay, they don't want to do that.
Right.
Which another Saturday has come. Now, important say ball na say we dey boy be this guy. Thursday we're good to go. It was a very good one for us now. Rich and then Moko well researched across all the leagues now. And made a show team on radio so I wait my for pen or paper announce where this can be. First one no a BW3C14838E. Second one a BW3C145DCF. Third one a BW3C142269. Fourth one a BW3C13FC5F. And the last one a BW3C13E2FFH. More about a bit of extra screenshot or Fifi Manfred on all social media handles.
All right.
Including YouTube.
All right. Let me talk green also. But before I go, message be abia. I'm from Ansana Yala. And so I to also the amount. See your friend George was saying, or shown from Nottingham, our UK.
Okay.
As if Fifi always praising Chelsea coaches, he exaggerates in profiling them and make them so supreme, but downplays Manchester United coaches. Please read my message to Fifi. Also from Nottingham. So
Manchester United coach down.
who coaches yi until Rosie or by Yenje then
United coach better me downplay.
Na me cry me pene ma onyo show is.
Na me say.
E bia na de ni mama.
Na me guys.
Na bit me answer.
Na United coach better me downplay no.
And I mean just say simple. You can't even do that. You won't go there.
No. If
I didn't get push you.
If the coach is not good, and the person is not good.
Okay. How them know again?
I say what I see.
Okay.
Who carry the AF? Me ba be meet me any time.
What the coach of the month of January?
Me ba be kan dinema.
And you say cry now so won deserve but waje.
Satan no be am na the internet in agent. Hey see.
Eti George say me cry me pere man nya show is unless e bia dey ma adwuma. Anti o message na ka say me kan che fifi no. Ma kan e dey a che no. All right. It's also 4.5 so between the message no but na ya kan at the amount awo jumadi so Seaman I say yesterday was a good day. Also from New York City, Big Apple. Okay. I wanna Seaman show no at the Efri Desmond Coffee. I say good morning, Richard. Good morning. I also be Bia Boko. Ajingo see the very, very good analysis, 100%. And Ajingo also what they are bringing. And then Anope Osebo Andrews. I say good morning, guys. I just love your show, the way you do the sports, especially Richardo. Okay, Yansu that's a pass when he edgy Yan sports and so Gibson Holland. Or sit there, Richardo. Please ask Fifi between Chelsea and it's Debbie. We did. I come on, Mosokra. We did. I just say be offer and meet me every son had it. A very, very, very difficult, sir. Meet me, Ebisano. A sa question. Why, fetch me. We are meeting Ebisano, which na yakan wasem. All right, insurance of 4.5 years to Medina is where the weekend edition. I've installed the guitar passwords and they are Befia, of course. Discuss is Nindinano, a best centered around the big game, of course. The biggest fisher over your local game media, Santi Kotoko, and it has a folk at Nyamiadma, China, Baba, a sports stadium, Amuminu, at the Pemso, a Ghana Premier League. Now, according to Koton Penny for no, almost a VIP no, almost 100 cities. Now, popular stand and a center line now, also my Biatum, and also a 50 cities. Inti. Opesa okoshe game ni bi nyame admo china na wabo ho 50 for popular and then center na VIP no and so akọ for 100 cities. It will be am one ho mimi say mama min kan wi this season no clear back up. Men ko baba ase dum ko hwe ko team no. Anytime be am whole TV. But the omni say me message ko ne ase so da wonu ma de kuntia. Aya na me person me part of history making. So, I was a Kotogone house, no, a history. Yamu be Nkosha Meche Munche. So, it means saying Yami Admo Chinano, at a crown, and I was a game near 5 p.m. At a crown 4 o'clock. Not more stadium. So, now the Kotogone house, no, the other money at Denier. I'm the starting game now. We see my own for her. If we all crab on the team bus, you would do honor. Now, Ebia Kotokwa, player back who grant him, as we now best recorded you. And I'm game. I mean, this kind of, and his own will be cohen over catcher. Into a channel, or your Kotokofana, and Tenafias will be come a cancho. Only excuse to be a toll ticket. Monso Mosika no toa to be Maumia song. Our cost the man will be caught. Now in an Philly Stadium Hall. Ama a game no, and so intimate and your cabbage into a china 5 p.m. And a game no, everything I told you at the Comase. Baba said, the man was a minia, a penny Ninako. Atenasi everything cover at the Afa game. But see idea, young common in the mra. Na best man who should be yala. Emfa yen trust na fi yeni en komono and so emfa and Thomas in Shawan 4.5 na and yala on krabi abedimo no am call passport office e Kumase ko ekodi min komobi. Na infa ye loud ho pa. Unfortunately, a brand and man Jimmy and Ginny Dean, but also any mate. I wore a was. Mirafi, man, Ginny Dean, Mirafi.
Oh, no.
Mirafi. Now, also mean chow pa. Now, one man, me do one or so, Richard, blah. It's your passport, blah, now. ɛdeɛ nkɔmmɔ na abɛdi no wa Mr. Aka menkyia ne na no pɛ yi ɔmo ɛnura ɔmo yeah so loud so loud
a lot of people even including the women there
passport office Kumasi
you call her
ɔmo so ɔmo kyia wo pa okay
ejomo so ɔmo adwuma mfa man
sure
ɛne yɛba bi di kɔtɔkɔ ne house nkɔmmɔ bebree nti me yɛn hyɛ da nkyɛw ama no ne in fact senka and yes a segment on the show pa
can you da ku ba ya
intimi di kotokone house nkomo e game no ne bibia but even draw we the kakra so just share all city in Africa pa enye news
amu pa ufu dodo
enye news
Unya team member mbe show mo sa
na unya team member otumi o Manchester unya team member
Manchester is dead awu na ten dia
the manager win ne ho omo new coach
was in
e kwan a offer so a or build ne start as a manager to the team. Na enra hu first 11 of the ball game na rich uko UK clubs no musia kan in English football no FA Cup mo fe ni agro FA Cup a big cup.
They are the oldest.
It is the oldest competition. Enti eno me Liam the first 11 na am say why na you so be say because there were a lot of first team players on a normal the almost 30 game no on the team even though Obo against Hull City. But throughout the game one thing kept hitting me the performance of Mamadou Sarr. Who said no only for 4 and a ball 4 and 5. Then I watch him and I'm saying you see, the major talking point about Chelsea win way, and yet the score line name place no mushi go. Marriage, the opportunities are. I was a clubs B. It's me the more young players. A very very important. Rich football it is all even your football. It is all about say obi enhu bibi wo mu no amount the opportunity to do it. Enunti say teams bi wo ho na say omu pe obi amana ba be show mu team momo na omu concentration nyina ye yenkoti skankoto. I have a big problem with that, especially when you have one of the best academies we are see. Now, Enzo Maresca Ohono. Yes, one of the main reasons why one club Ninya and Tawantawa was that na opesa okoto center back. But Rich, na me be someone who say, Sir Chelsea are communicating a policy at Wabonti. I'm who say they want to build a project with young players across the world. Then why is it that players be say Josh Champion money, Mamadou Samo are not being given the opportunity and the confidence to play in this Chelsea team? Enra, Sanya 95% of the passes are great.
95?
Yes, and defensively he was solid. Oyakra, untimi mobile on 2% speed MBT now. You ran. Oyakra or the physique or somewhat into area situation. Someone in a pempem or pempemo. Someone in a crambica or Dobeko or Jimbo ni Yensua or what the composer to pass and build up from defense. Then I'm saying, and I'm saying, look, a club is a Barcelona. Rich. Say, I'm a Pau Kubasi the opportunity at age 16, 17. And then come your traditional name when you are mentioning center backs. People even forget he's 18 years. And go for referee because I say in the last 2 seasons, for a big club like Barcelona, they are ready to risk it. Right? Me manager back when I'm watching Barcelona is that when people say we are competitive, we are winning trophies, and we win with Fermin Lopez, Lamine Yamal, Daniel Olmo, like club NSA, to win big trophies with your academy players. So unique, so nice. That is how you run football. And Liam Sadi, Akwakito is a free academy in bad game. And I think they should give him room. Yes, sometimes coaches be saying, Ayana omu facing crisis when it is say results as say year. Then they anything would depend so much on the crowd when you could have gone in for the already made players, But you have to know the blend. Okay. You have to know the blend. And sometimes, games be saying and the more the opportunity to give the young class the opportunity more almost to me a bubble game maybe. And I was very, very impressed with Mamadou Sarr and the way Osi elbow game no 4-0 there. It was total dominance from Chelsea, of course. Chelsea in the whole city. You expect them to say omo ebetimi e winning. Now, me Krano is this picture from the Emirates FA Cup. Almost see on Monday, Liam was in the stands to watch Chelsea against Man City in the Youth FA Cup game. Then on Tuesday, about a Premier League game with Leeds. Then on Friday, he made sure say what you Asher Hall City in the FA Cup 4th round or cup name. So he's doing everything with the club, even to the extent say and Granny Poboboa. He goes there to watch not what Timmy Amomo. Solid starts as a manager for Tima, your friend of Chelsea. And the games in the FA Cup, I think say the Dika this weekend. Some few games. First of all, the all Premier League game, Villa Newcastle.
Okay.
I think it's to be very nice game. A game rich.
Two teams will be a pet.
Yes, winning ball. And there is a cup they think that they can win. Say any Premier League ni proper na ebetimi agye ebetimi afa akwa trophy. It is a game will be a very, very, very nice game. Villa nebo fie. But Newcastle about fear, no matter where, no matter competition, you know, say they will come in with a very, very formidable opposition. Then the next game, then I will come 1-7. Liverpool at home to Brighton and Hove Albion. But the entire rankings are game the second to Villa and Newcastle say Brighton are baffled.
Yeah, it's true.
And there's an article from Telegraph. I say Ocean Brighton and Hove Albion or Mudeta or Mudia Jumana. There's a problem with Omu coach, And they will consider changing him for I think the Liverpool will qualify to the next round. No, look, City must do the job against South there, Safford there. Also, Arsenal also able against Wigan, and I'm expecting them say so these are the games in the FA Cup. Rich, there is a big game in the Serie A. Now answer America and one some almost am for anyway. The beer me catch uncle for say me I grew to love sports journalism because say me gidi say sports are a platform ubetinya use to develop humans. A huge platform and go for any DHA and go for interest in DHA. And it's our first sports platform. So now, okay, so all the back story, yeah, you have people listening. Rich, this is so beautiful. This weekend games, no more Syriano. I started anywhere with Pisa against AC Milan. AC Milan winning 2-1. Syria for say they are using their platform to raise funds. Na fans no mu raise no onim do mo di raise for won say awo Europe omo say United Nations for no omo a refugee agency na refugees no do na a tent camps and omo and it's our ba and not refugees no mention they need their papa them no omo bread. So they are using their platform to raise funds. Now omo pesika kakra dia koma United Nations refugees for no. Now omo etimi e dey are building very very good structures no matter cardigans ne life jackets ne sound no I'm a refugees. I see these things and I become emotional using sports platform to do humanitarian jobs. Super. And that is what the Italian Serie A for no. These are the games. And I said before we go that no. And Milan win here into about 54. Which means they are only 4 points away from Inter. Now Rich, who shared this week fixtures now? There is a big game and then you read the San Siro. Inter against Juventus. Inter Milan against Juve. Big one. Inter was so much league, you know. They still believe say even though our coach Inzaghi Jomo Saudi Arabia, Christian Silva on Sunday coach you open the Greek or fighting the league with coaches be says speciality Maximiliano Allegri any other. But they believe say on team now Inzaghi a German civil leader team intact. And that they've shown even till now say they are the best team in Italy. But Rich, Juve money Milan Embeson Betiase. They believe say okay, you may have the most consistent team in the Serie A. But yes, you see your coaches are more the pedigree to tell you say with Shivu, you bet me a bell round or party him near sign. And then you read game no super. Now you idea be it is a kotokone house now. Because there is a big game. Rich, Juve A training then came the presidential visits. Their main man, John Eken, Ebaye, Omo CEO, Kumali, Ebaye, Omo technical director, and so ADHD. Apart from that, Omo director for football strategy, Giorgio Cellini. This week, they've all visited the team. Nti o ti sere na ba for man kwati amone ahemfu akosira kotoko adakwaji achia
regional minister Kemi boss o nyina akọ training grounds
o se ntoko ni mu ahede and boys ni hian kranse
na o ye player na regional minister ni Kemi boss ka se mo dia mu nhye na Monday obotum be da
ti enka
message be na de jenwi
message na de ba eduru e be ka mo asem enti nya hampo
okay
and I'm paying for me GB say I also want to an go training ground na omko encourage Juve for and say omko San Siro no their players need to hear certain voices and certain faces e omo training grounds so omo ede ebeye adwuma no according to Sky Italia. Rich omo say enumere this is going to be Inter omo a lineup Soma impose a back three of Bastoni, Akanji, and a Bisek. Then omo 2 wing backs, you know, of course, Dimarco our left, Henrique our right, because still now Dumfries, Enya match fit. Then in 50 they add their new boy Susek to Petro Zielinski, our very good form with Henrique Mkhitaryan. Na anymore the Lautaro Martinez 14 goals and was set in the Italian Serie A with a striking partner Thuram. According to the same Sky Italia, this is Juventus Omutima Ediberium and Gregorio Kalulu right back, Cambiaso left back, Kelly and Bremer elbow 4 and 5, Lucatari and Cop minus elbow almost city deep or almost inferior in the central midfield. Then the 3 behind Jonathan David. Gokasio and then Mackenzie and Yildiz and Honum. Until this is going to be an annual Juventus formula lineup. Now, Rich, anytime there are 2 very distinct philosophers. Ebeshia make a 3-back, 4-back coaches. No, and my wow say, who continue to learn on the game. And my game be say interesting. Because 2 coaches are say the approach to the game no different. And the 3-back against 4-back, why the best yoko? ɛdeɛn na three back for no ɛwɔ as ɔmo strength ɛdeɛn na ɛyɛ ɔmo weakness ɛdeɛn na three back for no so you will learn these things when you watch games we say now say the medical cano we want to quickly come to the Kotoko House game Rich Ura Italia until there's an upset Inter in any big game a favorite they have the quality or more the consistency and game we quite almost say more fear against team I friend Juventus and only chance you anyway discount Juve because under Luciano Spalletti as a new manager they found their new form Omonya very confident omo games no mo bono very good and then you make game no any game to okra but I think say some Oscar me the better team e friend Inter so say omo ebetimi aye adwuma no and then you make against this very good Juventus team but they will come fighting and they very the game ebesi akọ me dem anu si kra no un say Barca bebo Monday until we will discuss the Barcelona game Monday when we come and discuss post Kotoko and Haas Ewoho. But there are games for Real Madrid and then. Emmanuel, I falling in love with Real Sociedad. He was a very good coach. Now me pay the way see Bonnie Bono. But one Chebe Ewoho and Omasasano. But new coach in the Rich, he seems to have turned the fortunes of Real Sociedad. Obejeni say in our last 4 games of Mabono, Real Sociedad Ashemu 4 and Omalusu only 1 of them in their last 4 games. And see, they are coming into this game with very good confidence. But I can't be. Say untimi find your hand in practice with you. Whether you find your form or not, you need to be very careful, especially when throughout the week there were concerns about Kylian Mbappe.
So injured,
yes. But Enra, with a laughing face, he appeared at the training grounds. Bibia there they say, and then he will play. And only Kylian Mbappe in the presence alone must send shivers down the spine of Real Sociedad. No, Rich. In La Liga, in the last 6 games, was just 7 goals. He is the go-to man for team your friend Real Madrid. Now, as an update for Real Madrid, first level, Marsa, and Marsa is pro Real Madrid. Marsa say I wish I kept seeing how much in Spanish, and I don't know so much and say from the sofa to the first level, Dani Carvajal, internet Dani Carvajal, which means this from Dario is wrong. Because Massa say on the right, Dani Carvajal, then because Real Madrid midweek next week against Benfica and Iti. Already friend of Below, I and I say Ober State Federico Valverde. Obo match is too much. Right back in Fifi, right back in Fifi. Or this I run to Kojina home. And Fifi will be Chomani Kamavinga, then Ada Goulet as Omuno Martin with Master Antoine, then Kylian Mbappe, then Vinicius back. So that is our Master Air prediction. So that probably Valverde will rest, have the energy to come into the game against Tima, your friend of Benfica. Rich, Real Madrid want to keep the pressure on Barcelona. Okay. And Omu winning any game now. Before Barcelona be born Monday, they will go on top. Barcelona Catalan derby away to Girona on Monday. And in derbies, whether you are a big club or not, be able to yes because within the same city. And I'm over bomb. So Real Madrid will want to do their job and then go on top of the league and put pressure on Barcelona on Monday. But it will not come easy because when you say Oyaza Beomone, Sulemo, Omoba, they will play a very good game. But I tip Real Madrid say Omo Ebetimi Aye Juman. Or China, there's a caution. And some of them course Naman go for. Rich. Let's come and do that Barcelona for.
German for the come John Besha.
Their next game, they are going away to Real Vallecano. The ambassador can say people should be very careful about that game. And let's go Madrid.
They flatter to deceive.
And then they will give you good results. Most of say, oh, Gio Madina. No more shake and a good amount. And you just have to be very, very careful about Ochina or more away game now or more Real Vallecano. No. Rich, but make sure boss say yeah, I'm on the next year. Into young fancy ha na me man for code na yintimi emra. If you na you made it the biggest game on the Ghanaian calendar, no, you made it and more Muhammad Ali. More the voice knows.
Yeah.
After the Mario Cordio.
My catch and this is here.
Some now need a Quebec.
We are no
more responsible as a Kasaya. You some rich. You're concluding the same. And then Saturday. So we will start with just 3 codes. Okay. 1 rollover code, then 2 for any games. No. So the rollover code, no. BW 3C1 F0046 BW 3C1 F0046. Mr. Na wafa eno ye rollover for today games no 2 pe nti na eno so wafa no BW 3C1 F900F and BW 3C2029E3. And the games be a BW 3C1F900F and a second one a BW 3C2029E3 and a roll a BW 3C1F0046. Oko Usubempa Yala Ewo Exa. Monsabe can copy Spec Usubempa Finayala. Ewo Facebook and that's Yala Sports Ewo Facebook. Nina Monsabe can Oka groups in Unsudia. Unsa Ebitimia Kasako Snina. And to find any one my yenina ya try Ewo. Kotokone house the end of the day. Yaba be discussing. Discussing we are no who will be out of bet. Now answer any need that could be dim common. Rich men nam Kumasia. Rich Kotokoni has the way and some training because of that. Okay. Unless if you won't pay you for. Ni metrasio. Not your metrasio. Ni better 50. Ne face me. Rich Kotokoni has on. Se we some training pana be so timun sem. Any the ebekoswa. And trefio. Who show fee? Na information was street no so show fee. And as one person who score line. Hey, who work what is score line? Na some make a coin. Na bona eboni ya score line area. Hey, rich score. Bona ochna kwetna study back no. Score line was street. What the can crab of game was street no so. Send no perhaps a share with him. Me sure say umko score line no adwuma. Score line dey unim dey here na esi. Score line ba. Na akasa wo be ma score line abaye wo dey adwuma no on score line e o game no eda ho nti akasa wo team no ene mo mpanyifo be ma sa score line no aba wo side ni good morning ni onim score line na ka wasa good morning me as I score line in favor mo yeah score line e wo street in favor mo na wafsha season bi eni ho eni house be bo Bibia favor Asante Kotoko. Obia some obeka bia no against Asante Kotoko. Oh, for the past 3 seasons, I mean, Bibia Bama prophecies crown at the end of the phobia for it. Mekai. But so what is this call line be? I'm just saying. Street is call line man. The name in favor of Kotoko. They are na dia Kotoko phone and in favor of us. Ni machi yaso mama ya juma pa o. What is you what is between Asante Kotoko Accra Hasofo? So trust ya dey because I mean of late ye Kotoko ne asama ba but this particular game na I don't know say bia Munya lose the tia Ebiana Nintidia. As a preparation, I know. Because now Busan and I along those lines. Busani assembly. Since Nana Penkra buy a special, I don't want to go far. Nana Penkra led IMC. matches between Kotoko and Haas. Kotoko dominate ba. Kotoko dominate. In India, administration, especially way, and the last previous 1 year, he has been very, very close ba. Omutu ano etiem mebi awo. Ti bibi omu ye bi omu ne na o denso ni. Ediena. It seems to work for Kotoko against Haas in Nansei.
Recent result,
yes, because it seems to be too dominant.
Mame restricting me who won a napping administration.
Okay.
It is true. We are very close to this very administration. Don't many do but this very one. And Nana Pinkra, ever since our back Kotoko, me want DB papa no. One thing about him is that he seems to know the terrain very well. Not only in Kumasi, but baby, yet to Kwako Biano. Unimo. There are some places as on the me can cramp because can cramp.
Okay.
Na pe can cramp. Nana. Zena me zongo boy. Onim bibia. And se uni ubisa eye juma. Oti bibia ase.
Okay.
Na pe krati bibia ase. Oti tradition ase, oti rivalry ase, oti bibia culture and everything. Oti ase. Kai a ball match, I think ye ne team ye fi abi okuta ye be ball across. And I say ye ball Confederations Cup.
Nigeria team here.
Nigeria team No.
I forgot him.
Yes,
We shouting 4-3.
I cross positive, yeah.
Ya ko so ahemfie. Na edu ho na mu diamane mu maso na ebo na mane ewo enkran mu na me kai say papa na osuhene anamu no kan say oche ewo Ghana football mu a ebe ha dream ne ma bebre besisa because I say obaye no ne kasa mu na de nyina kire say oyobi a oye open to everything and manage and say only Kwara United only has ever the boy. May Sunday after Yene Adriana and you really me kona napping crafty, me yen communications director. You do I did a napping crack kind and say, me Adriana defeat and the men called them and ma I didn't chimney a wenum. They say, I did bet you next Monday no. No, I forget it. To any now for say, me ye my abemumbu yanko na media will say you dino. So that made us to say that very night now no you be Baba started from Tech Junction. One say your flags na dear that very Sunday na Juna you could die at 2 a.m. the next morning. After being no matter but because of Ukraine, Papa no demand and was say and my who say or focus on House of Folk game no because what is at stake. Unim. Nti on chair or your system no more there.
Or a groundsman.
Or your groundsman. Papa no what be bia I say. I think say e ka ho say we be sa na mo. We so no e hye won kran say there we say we ye bia de boa no we be. And ever since Obaye, the only defeat when ya our House of Folk was a top four.
Top four.
League match there. President Cup wabonu twice. Democracy has a shame. And ochna bibi eni ho besesa.
And ya mo yade.
O say,
mo yade na msha.
Training.
Training ngo.
Say you training.
Go go only had say yemfa training ngo amobo ana.
Bibi a training.
Mpa bi anka.
Training.
But ni ushe within the same time ya Kenya. Your uncle for monsieur. It is just the eyeball of the quality of Kotoko players our ma assemble or the total hearts players or ma assemble you could who say I say even though two teams are not playing at their level anymore but so back kotokone has in Kwandia offer team by team players individual players kotoko de ne bro has so and eno na ama or more dominate you o gisadi ni bi say the kotoko team is better than has team now saying in the last 3 years.
Bro, only me be there dance say there has been seasons on paper who say kotoko e quality in house of food. But has share kotoko. It them previous you kotoko has match there from guard via any idea. So ye no ye men no and share that overconfidence no ma.
Some more quality.
No. Match we did dear grow e be for say. Into quality ni dey ye dey tunche yes we agree. Say has number 1 goalkeeper or ye national asset and ye nyina ye protect me dey bia me no mo ko akra o say mu nim na mo brand e because of the form agbesi wo na ne Black Star slot no bona and ne kromo ade nti asare dey we will not take anything away from him o says be no kra na ye nka wo Ghana ha but ye can kra I was so ka Black Stars so ye can defenders can anko ka so ka but ye nka no kra enyo be favorite nti yem friend the you say has and so was some individual players be one but on the whole so the two or the kotoko two how the has to say quality no kotoko be bree me can make sense so I can say kotoko bench players are trying bench be no better bench or house of folk yes
na be start so
I say to be can jam say emphasis or chance selection by na Emmanuel entry bench kotoko or house and better bench
the few Olympics by no
obi no be kasa at na me
wale the name at the bench
obi start to house
I'm to bench koto
na winga ben no house oye faster than Philip Amu hwe baba ya even hwe yem fa Henry Ansu esi ko ne se Henry Ansu ti kotoko bench a wo house obi start
Zakaria for say any same
oshim eti quality no e wo ho no but then eti quality a wo nyina no ochina sanko yi ade ko support business ekosi say enti yam pese sa question be ba nti no e wo say wo di bibi ka quality no ho
anu de no
e bia e wo football mo say wo di shahas urefi ye ni wo ko bo akra ha support bia nka say okọ beni ba be ko be Jones mama ne de be si na de nyama wan fa anye duma one thing when you saw video no and I refi
me refi
enti wo mo ko beni
ana mo ko Fifi David na new team okay what's my okay so obi akobeni na bi akonya result bi na result na ntimi am I mean that mumu ye ho aduma me boa
o de onko ba
o de and do no catch say so we kobeni na bi result bi a catch and nibiti no and say I mean that who the opponent side no o ye ho aduma enti mumu go he mu ye den
ye bon pae
empire
bi a say ye bo
okay
team dey say I fit team
sure
ana me boa
oh yeah
enti bia omokoba enyumre for instance ye beti bibia
okay ni mama musa osase moyo
me say I have any questions na be
say ade ba ko a e dangerous pa about game way ochina in the spirit of rivalry on etodebia say one side wins the rivalry become too familiar to that side and a toss of baku miensa na or rivals no or dan so anytime be obeshin biano na o adakra no wo nyane say oh no ade we wo say ye ni sia no ni what has to folk from that perspective no china more kotoko more expect
your players no come be me this week from I think from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How many players
because of radio tour na ye konti omunim DBC enra kwa obi mi skoti Patrick Esiedu one of the stations I call o say omo bisa ne say ohun has team no say and o say ye ne say omba bebo enebre ball that zongo type of playing say no dey no tashi and obi control to Facebook say Patrick Esiedu say has for a zongo for
yeah me story me story na ma I comment as a group you grab a choice
anybody exaggerating as
a professional as he is and you need to obey cancer
one casa or say and no boy
which obvious I mean onim kotoko ne has bia has ehia kotoko and ye ding on game no
yes
there be azia ne yetaka as a kotoko do mi has say that one be has so de nimbre ne bo no
enti jawu poka say Sadina first na ye kanu abedi kotoko side ne
okay say mo bo ne de no
e wo kotoko side enu bia na Patrick Esiedu enra okaye no say wo hwe ball a aduanafo no ye be ball hana has de no any different from aduana de no
okay
was umpo awon ball and it is true oba be ball a team omo head coach ne achievement on the local scene nyina no e from kotoko
oji kotoko oji league
kotoko no I think oji triple also I win the Super Cup
yeah
e ka ho
Dr. Sapon time
what you say it's such a coach you know then own him
about the team
again assistant coach one of the coaches at Kotoko sponsor UK koye course Gazali onim bibia ba Asante Kotoko omo goalkeepers trainer na Jao just left Asante Kotoko and no Johnny House of Folk enti onim bibia about the team Asante Kotoko and players na wo ho nyina no especially the goalkeepers no ono nyina ya adwuma oni Muhammad Kamara ya adwuma oni Aziz ya adwuma asa na oko enti onim team no it is oba be share such a team now also be very careful and it the share players na advert na the babonti na omo kasa ya na ba ko kan say you don't a warrior does not underrate his opponent
sure
sana ye pese players nyina active bisa as because almost try say the bia ya show the bi but we dey make show because players we were Kotoko ever since Omba Kotoko has a show muda Samba Kamara all these players know has a show muda in the league democracy president no we saw a league enti se Kamara wom Samba wom Ansu wo Jewu these players no one more na wonya Prince Bedubi ejina wo anim se ya are good to go. We respect House of Folk, we respect their technical team, we respect everybody. And now, Minikobi Jones call radio station. Okay, please say, I say, Omo ba office na solo so ba e. So chairman so la be bo omo ba ko. Enti womo transi say yeah, second time. I say oya nya dominance no on them. So womo so no it tells you say omo nim the reason why I was say wo ba e be hye Kotoko e wo hanom. It's ochra game ni de bra enya easy sir
Michelle Kotoko supporters be or crew from
okay
enrich na amo consensus and say Peter Amidu akọ ye fit na Prince Bedu school or ye fit na those two players
I think I no crowd there Prince Ousu I may update on it
okay
coach I might update on it Mami
yeah Branton and Mami because he was very very much concerned.
Update on her.
Okay.
Update on injured players.
Yeah, I think Lord is coming back. He's starting training with us today. Peter will come back in a week's time, so we are okay with that. In the game, we saw the absence of Lord a lot. The overlaps were not coming in, and then his crossings were not coming as well. So maybe it's the cause of the goals not coming in, but we need to work on it.
Okay. Prince Ousu no.
Okay, so I said Lord Amo Ababa.
I said Lord Amo.
And Peter Amidu akọ Ababa
next week. Yeah.
And one mention Prince Bedu school means only the assembly is okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Diamante ne players mi no. At least onya ba ko. Onya ba ko e wo team.
Akwa de wa wo hwehwe no game mu no unya no. Because next week no.
Mama Musa need ako.
Okay.
you first round. The entire me restrict me to you first round and say I have not done my additional checks. Okay. But you first round. Peter Midwako was leading the assist chart in Ghana Premier League. No, I'm assist a chill bia. Say a no cross on game way bia. From the management side, from inside Kotoko. How big a mess and Midwako here Emma Kotoko.
Quite apart from the assist Nunkwano, he's one of the players.
Tormenting has
I
can't game is it?
Yeah. Okay, match be a bless me blessing house of football. Okay, where a friend say as a company, friend say Peter Midwako in that game. Na enye easy. Into no dey Abrante no obisa Peter say no. Oni say Peter say what sound crowd na nya house of folk. So the absence no dey. The who can say you will not feel it and now boy will miss his absence. Especially Enim Karim any Osesbe. Omo parent no say Karim and Aziz. Karim and Ali Mohammed. Ali Mohammed no Osesbe. Yenim omo the way omo parent no esitie. Ni the way coach Didi a ball or using the laterals no. So say who was speedster like Peter Midwako.
Because him very compact.
Very, very compact. Especially on defense. It is so person will break here. You need to have wingers more speed. So if you have such wingers now, it keeps the laterals, it keeps them from coming or overlapping. But and then Peter Niho. So my name the Ayabeye and Ochina. Say ebia ebe you to Saka Dauda Philippa mo inusa because we need to have those wingers no mama has laterals no and warm area mu ha no kwase obo cross 18-yard balls now because has o hwe oma omo corner kicks nyina no e tra first pole e second pole last pole
hey, only timine na.
What you say? I want to do omo corner kiss nyina akọ. So we the wingers are omo yes smarter. Omo laterals nyina beba. So what you say? Ba say uwo ebi anka Peter wo ho. Na Saka e wo ha. Coach no be catch defenders ni say momo especially those are onim say omo ni that speed no. So what you say? So the absence no to take something away from our team. But that now we started. I think say we have equally good players.
Which means streets is some one of them so here. Meaning so Bob Benjamin Asari position on personal stance on him. But so ni obena jaupa on na yejuma. And Najao only ye juma only in juma cry. He's so friendly. Yeah. Or you be down, of course. He warm up to be ours. Come on. Minister Najao Tie was program here. Within your true conversion between Benjamin Asari and Solomon Abeshi, why not Ubesa has in to pull for that game?
Nanka Mepe Abeshi. Because Abeshi and Asari no, are two different goalkeepers with different qualities. Asari Ubia, I don't know quite apart from lack of one. Dangerous balls behind Shadan Kwasari so they need ball game and all steady. So the type of ball. Agbesi dia no ye dia offer embra na ye show be china memfa Jensen bono at that type. Iti minyaya anka Agbesi be da mu china. Go no ball no be kon so more.
Oh, okay.
So what you say enti scoring him no.
Edin.
Asama ni da ku kan me kai sa be na me sheda ndi bo a chikiri biasa me mo plan di na ni so bang na gapa ofuru ground na ga ya Salbre no ha striker and nipa ne ka chem say unima de kontia se oboba especially Kotokone has be odebo ne no and am see Debbie no so we abrante ne say Kotokone has be game bia de ne bang na ga na oba de yaman ne say so we defender na wo ban ho a ade na e won ho ne pam what I say dia bobo no two what to said dia ade na be pam wo fi no and the ball be to net oh it o kana then
but Rich, then the follow-up question is going to say, in the Kotoko dominance now I established has also come with as I impose. Or a national number one. But you know, no, I better more no aseno, more free don't soon no aseno. A banner saying that.
And I'm on the Agbezina, a quad one.
Because, sorry, no. Yeah, Naka possess 4-0.
Come on, be.
Oh, esaka ye pese ye break his idea no.
Okay.
But Branty no ni uche no 2 3
when you are back.
You come back with. Now they are too for there.
But then
why
Black Stars number 1 and for some games now me Koshua Nations ni I think All Blacks FA Cup war. I say Black Stars in Penny for technical team and led by the team manager himself. They were all there. Our Branca say, your boy Diana, they came.
Yeah,
it tells you say because World Cup no air band and no, omu monitor your local matches.
Sure.
So say no one goalkeeper now you bought the biggest game on our calendar.
Because me come back say a branch is also in World Cup. Na such a crucial game has a babona undago buzuma
but Rich we say enkomo ya muminu mudi need a kunim pa so say apart from the national agenda if everything around the game according to us say Agbesi na be mumu win they will put him in and we forget about Black World Cup ni one you get it and this game
when I am you feel so
somewhere in June. He about one game with Kotoko. What I say, Bibia Katre and say, you had what in the previous ones. We are not saying you are not a good goalkeeper, but in that time, it be a BB on. You don't give us win. No, if Agbesi can change that, you know your people could be those. They will do it.
And yeah, the sanity there, the son of woman there. And then transarias here. No matter Sibin Swasi. No matter Hamza is Answasi. You know why? No, because Omonino Omoboa and Guye. It's a friend or child. What you say? It's a friend or child.
Okay.
It is a the argument in the you don't center that argument only on Asari.
Yeah.
Because the last time we bought no crash here.
Of course.
And I go no that. You crack first leg no crack. You saw the assistant. Naka we are friends Esibedima Donzo. And you Donzo the embassy. Oh yeah.
So watch out better more about.
And I make we are sure to say Baba. Because I born now I could do those with them. Sanka better.
Oh yeah, go can't net, yeah.
It's your channel. Why now watch an idea and I want to be missing. Oh, yes, and now Patrick said, look, I say, Omumpire Mubani say, House of Folk, and Bedukuma say, as we dream. Now your ball game New I'm ready at the Mamono. No, that could do a crash on dream.
Okay. Ni has team no. Players no money na. When pana usro.
Means throw player be apart from her. Sorry. Me. Also the reason I make I'm looking at the goals, you know. Into them with this respect, you know. Emmanuel. Because no ya 2. 3. And ya 3 now ya has SB. Okay. And now Agbesi so no. The record we were now award dreams, you know. I no so no ye say or the oba. Okay, dreams normal of goals be on okay. agbese it's on so on the nim say on the dem dia and at least one hwe year na it's a goes na ba
okay
ti wo de sasare be dem dia de bia na 2B 1 2B
na alpha place na one pa na wo suro no wo
guy now ope a friend say SB Ali any Mufreda no so ya pepe ni say Hussein the way
and I don't on the free nation
Karim no
okay
very good but and then ye Karim a film simply because of the presence of Prince Bedu because only Naba Bedu only Naba we are mates to the nations Bedu kura say only no call bofakwa bi emre bi asana omo urban nations
onnim no inside out
onnim no
nti onnim amsum ni mu
nti ne ye chemfa
okay
nti aka Karim na oni SB epe wo ekire ho no oya very good me de ye fa kotoko ene odo ni suma edisum kotoko entunche me local see the player you good or you good in terms of fight is like wake up na ye kono anye yi kra no ye ma local players no be ye 5 and access be nko because 25 man squad dey dey koi menua ayiri so ye 17 18 players no menya biabo
okay
o maka nyina betra bench na ya de aba into kofa player wo Europe now they no contra match na wanya biambo and so ska beba no ni club na be benefit ya
and the local component no e quota bi at least 5% bi
yes na
omo ko bobi
very good
omo nya feel of the worker
sekoto ko nya ba ko has nya ba ko mi de nya ba ko we nya ba ko ska no ba local we conference mu local teams be benefit dan say ko fa boga no ko tra bench ye we wake up now see $100,000 na ko ni club wo Europe. Meanwhile, some European clubs in Awuska.
And aside Benjamin Asari, ye name say World Cup nightly be kubino. Local scene no, wow team and Santikoro ne the other teams in the players ben have use.
Bola
you be for consider.
Bola you be jewu boy.
Jemfa you be jewu.
Fa bet na betin ko. Ye push where a friend say abet ko so aka ho.
Ai abetamo.
Amoa. Okay. The right full back ben or better way see a black star team here yeah can right full back pa utie coach Prince Abet surging forward the crosses na there Lord excellent
okay
it the local scene there are so many players but you to for mu nyina anko but then some of the back one am yenu asare there is gone
okay
but akabe 4-5 bia ye de be kan akọ yen hwe local scene no
okay
they are good and better players.
Yen form kan.
The form kan wona vanko.
Okay. Has minim sayala why is also where you dey na.
Na senior Paul. Paul ye former MC ma Achimansa.
Okay.
Honorable this man referee ye former radio presenter Kojo
Oponkroma.
Okay. Constituency hall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Until Honorable Paul.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, Paul. Paul.
Mini Paul.
OTA.
Paul Samwajima.
Oh,
okay.
Sending me message say, men can change that because like in common only you know OTA and he appreciates the way all my answers and only the way I will see. To en common. Unzi say aso me peki Kobe. Nana Kwame Dankwa. Yes, NKD. Yes, omuko meki donation bi ma kotokoti.
Oh, training grounds.
Nti omo nam kwa so nti omo studio enche bia.
Okay.
Nti omo so nam kwa so. Me I can just two very very brief questions.
Me crowd here one question me pena. That's the phone is me musani.
Oh, okay. If I has the
anything.
In the build up to a China game, no, you the visit of the chief of staff, Kofi Bedu, you Nanaba Fawa Kwetia Bantima Hene, and near him for Pia, offenso Hene near the Omaka, and paying for Wakos Ratim Numa Dim Komo, the recent one, Ashanti regional minister, and near Mayor
Kinzuba.
Those mpanyinfo a omodo omo ho agimu to visit the team what has been the impact to sign a team no fan in some no ammonium team ne cano players no fan saying San your money no how is it helping in Kotoko more preparations?
Omo visit no actually niama bebre. One, playing body no who say bona mkakobono yemfa no trasa ko uhwempanyimfo a training grounds and wo mabekasa no say team no ampa efia himfie eti enu kwa say udi supporters ene mpanyimfo akoma edi agro again am who say they have only one option in tomorrow's game, and that is to win the game. Though there are 3 things in football, but Ochina Crown you draw. MYN, especially with medium drawing today. You say you close the gap now. I will say you winning Ochina game. No. And my young as supporters so who say we have a lot to do before ebenya win no nyame adoma Ochina. It was says the difference is big crowd I was say the two and chain.
Okay.
And pay chairman enke the frame say omo ba we players no apartment to honor.
Okay.
If you honor me call you first but I won't be doing them. So I have to rush to this place. So ama encourage be abase. I don't know the last time I who Bafo.
If it's so few coming,
yes, you know,
so me memory set me right. So
look at the age of chief of staff.
Chief of staff, yeah.
So no one can say
to 29.
You got 20.
Because that was bad as well to for now.
Often so you know. A baby. And painful now. We a player. Now we did training grounds so adako jachi. Now on say sarin be ba. Now and painful in a basis if we cars mo and no abekasa no. It tells you say
it's huge.
The aye no and aye twemu na ye man twemu. Na ye nya win no nyame adoma ochina. Once and around the team in recent days in a day nyina no sanka ye winning matches are.
Yeah, football and one results.
You know, I say young crime be brave and no crime my who say we have to do it. Champagne for or matter to ticket. Ashanti regional minister. Apart from the visit, you know, to ticket. Chairman say 200, but I say 400.
Okay.
Chairman want to me and talk. Ashanti regional NDC chairman was talk 250. Paying for tickets.
And now can come back with those tickets, no. More quite ben on for some of the channel.
Ya steady near Macacra. What's that? First, no, the tickets no.
Am I ready for
no dear. But who said, Obi during the phone in segment, no, offer. Because of a distance, maybe offer finite all to ma and budget tickets, you know. So ask yourself, say, tickets, you know, a coin.
Okay.
It's the eye and say, Yamia do mochina. You gate now, you did management members, Nanka tickets in warm.
Okay.
On the right, Heroes Park. So from 12 p.m., no. Ubaho na kotoko management members gyina ho a na ticket no na ye che. If I say 1,000 tickets a ye de nyina abaho ye che wie a asa. Uji a wawuram.
Okay.
It is ana nyamya do.
Say oba na de ye che na san na what to be awuram. And one be so na mo because matter mo organize tertiary students from tech near they say those tickets now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And one kasa no kan normally, yeah, mamu remu with tickets.
Okay.
Tertiary for
no. Yeah, mom total number of people.
Numbers.
So when you have a gada or main gate to honor, na BM has I led the Pocopan tertiary. They gave us free entry for 100 of them. Okay. That now we're more than even 100. But I be into Ochina, maybe if you had I would say normally I can't be now me. The total number of phobia tertiary for woman beba. Into Ochaya, almost be do get and it's almost 50, 100. ɛyɛ free ɛma ɔmo wura mu kɔ ɔmo yɛ ma yɛn ɛwɔ akra nti nu kɔ sɛ ɛka sɛ yɛ ma ɔmo ɛwɔ babayara because league na yɛ bɔ next season yɛ bɛsa
me last question menim sɛ wobɛbusa wo deɛ no anasa na mabusa because me last question ɛyɛ ne last comments
Audija supporters
ɛnyɛ supporters nko I want him to go beyond Kotoko supporters sɛ obi wɔ fie na otie nkomo ya yedia me be say ano a football fan not Kotoko or a football fan or a Kotoko ni or a Hasini or any other club board or pay me be say ni mano reason why also Chinoba Stadium reason why I was say me a football ni nkwadia or Chinoba be people of Baba supposed to
the mechanic say Endra you could share flags by 1,200 flags a workroom. We started from the main entrance of the stadium. Amekom traffic light to ho and Nantisa ko labor chebi wo hodo mo ko kejitia ko che bebre wo ye has ni wo ye kotokonu flag no ye de bi si wo kan ye de bi so chichiri wo kan ye ma wo bi if the passengers crowd wo kan no kan ye ma wo bi na man bi bisa say ono onye has ni onye kotokoni and then pa ebe pusu no say
on fifi no me game no
na me catch ni say country bia what two biggest clubs eno no yemfa mo ndi agro wo mo na football no esi wo mo na so na esi wo mo stress so na wo ba yen side ha na e has and kotoko but ya man ya bi afa ya ase ache enti na ene ya football no enko yi no nyame adom ya prepare say sadu we no ye rivalry na e wo ye ntem no e be so players no ntem wo park no so omo dem fam mo ball but outside the name be wo ho a e wo say ye say pese ye sade no so dia na si ye dia e wo say da bia ye stance no mu e ye ma eno no wo kasa na if I say sponsorship deal be back na see 18 clubs no be afa 1 million na has kotoko ye sorry jira ho na ye say no ye je 1 million muma ye more than 1 million any other clubs don't chepa if you no beti ase but say your stance no mu ye empty na uko breakum na ho ye ma uko doma na ho ye ma uko ha na edua na e ba wo ma or the supporters e di e kire e ba what we build with agreement no mob empty ase it's the best stress we the ochira omra kind of see first no UK onim said ya Manchester no mo ba be bola said ya hodum payinfo no e dey respect e ma na mo ko akọ even basketball match ase
okay
I'm going to check tickets to her, and I want to invite them. I'm going to the players of both clubs. Echo. I'm part of the meeting. Come on, and Sana make a chair. Football fans. Who your house supporter? Who your Kotoko supporter? Who cry the only reason? Of course. Who they automatically know you need to. I say political party. MPP, NDC. Omo say debi omo vote in there constant because who your supporter? Who your NDC supporter? There's no better my MPP. Who your MPP supporter? There's no better my NDC. But floating voters when I omo dream. It who your Kotoko supporter? Who your house supporter? Who need reason be I say obetine fie. Who your football fan? I was say who say. Matches between House of Folk and Santi Kotokono. A host is about 2 times. One, Ewo Kumasi. Accra and Accra, and Kumasi. And say, Upesa who said, yeah, Euphoria. Surrounded these games. I will say, Uba. Nobody who said, yeah, no, because, Ochira, I say security for much better about the security 500 deco. Apart from house Kotoko. So what you say?
Kotoko is that the Oko question.
I tell you
before the game, it said the Oko question.
And now I'm saying Kobe Jones. The show it's my kitchen. I call radio station. You now house supporters me no be na Sunday ya bo super clash na mo and Ochina would it started from a numeric plan baba hwe bibi what you say it's you build it additional to the level say I was say ye ma obi ehun say Ghana Kotoko has and they dictate my Ghana football It will be a supporter. I will say Uba. Na behwe again. The reason why certain players in these two clubs, I was say Omoka wake up call up no. E call wake up no bi. It is just ye boy we na Monday betra radio so na ye can. What I say sampa these players
because the two teams no move fit no more ba. No mu two money share stands in be bia e ma.
Yeah.
And unko
a game na
it is a person make case for our local players now. Sunday. Because you say the technical team we what the game.
Oh yes.
What I say, honey, a bit me make case look. See a co-work up there. There's a certain abetamoa. Young fun and catching no. And who crowd will bet me about. Oh, banana stands here empty.
Mini
motivation be on the bubble.
That more call. I think Thursday in the radio station be na mo bisano. Reason why the presence of supporters in the motive. I say democracy game na yeko ball wa crown. They motivate o mo pa e ma ye share house and they say who say supporters abba. The born they were motivated to go all out. We catch them say we cannot disappoint these supporters. But almost omabemu buntem say ofitanda no more because ofitanda no more ba.
No crepa.
The easiest place nyina ma omutiso echo a center line.
Sure.
Nowadays so the center line hoy the bia na empty. Enti a discourage wo mo. Enti ye besre say ochina no time no so a good
5 p.m.
5 p.m. I was say Uba. Kotoko for 4 seasons now you're increasing gate feeder.
Okay.
4 seasons in it. Last season, there's a has 20 Ghana. Kotoko has our higher 20 cities. But when they say, Brabe to have 50 cities. For both popular stand and center line, to have 50 cities. We say,
game
KCSA. Beshe kwa abeba faswa o cha die beche.
Kevin says be kwa mani o
dano. Otiasie enti brabe hwe. Opese ko
transfer. Ayo je won jam go.
Oh no. Miss Onu do game no mu a one goal ni dey so. One goal dey so. Okay. But obowie a.
Okay.
Na make a case man say a good defender. He's always a good defender. But for one goal ni dey.
One fan jam.
On the oche ende bia and then we say be far.
Okay. Insurance of 4.5. Pato Laundry has Nikas here. I was going to message you. Enjoy. Say this match is not big for we the Phobians, and we have taken it as a normal game, like ordinary game.
Okay.
Also, what 10 move down radio na. That's our game we F mom. It's simple.
Obwa.
Omo baba ba say the big radio.
Obwa. Me sure the reason why Obwa is simple. Omo do omo players ka 3 months. E ban say no mo 2 academy answer. Omo matches for the past 3 months no. Okay. Now omo matches here. And then asanka F4 omo ntua players no ka.
Okay.
Into the Canadian.
So where their motivation?
Why? Are you telling me say other matches the players doesn't need
and yes answer obi up the bragging right. Into Corona has the 4 players be can go.
Yeah, bomb November 9th last year, last season. Last year November no. Now the players got 3 months. Yeah, bomb mu ye ne Monday and omu yi ba ku fi ho.
Okay.
Yeah, be Christmas and omu yi bi fi ho. From Christmas, you did Christmas, you be do and 14th of February. Now the players in 3 months.
Okay.
I'm a post-dated check, nene answer. Post-dated check, nene answer. Because all my bebo toko. It is okay. A match, and no crack.
Mati.
No crack.
Okay. Nana come down control rest your name. Delegation be time no a combat. Nana.
Yes, sir.
Be microphone mama me say bibia boko there. He said the nkran ko a.
Aye, but
kotoko do abekumase. Ense ni braba. It is say moko akoye donation bi mo enkomo kakra de ne kozo.
Well, the kind I mention na mention what here for. Na mention Santemai.
Okay.
Krura na nanu matranko na ne kotoko supporters na na match so for this opportunity. Just say service unannounced, unexpected. No one say if we club outside and me friend Ayala say yɛnam Hintina Roma yɛpɛ pass it through na yes we add a voice to the nini other communicators na earlier on. I think it's as supporters of the club at any point in time we need to show our love and our support to the team, and in view of this in our circles so decide this you say never be break also has games said and can a special game maybe the whole of this week. My champion is at the Abamanya support. I was even advising the Football Association say has Kotoko it's about time and game is a born a chinanka more in the league game and all games being Division 1, Division 2 up to Saturday the reserve Sunday nanka Monday the akane atwaso because group B as your two teams are driving football and no share Kotoko has game ya shenkro for me banya me tell na money ni can share interest are generated. I generate a lot of interest. Even certain decisions are quite take here. No, but me can say a binum so I saw watching a game and so. Uko GFA so ya this week staff of FA share house and Kotoko normally quite Juma and your Friday. I didn't hear. If you say a big game ben the boy on my yes game ben a category game of Kruma. After a commission's report, it is a house and Kotoko. How much depending on it me here MCM meeting ben prenum prince and Sunday about game. Nhyira quick and was it about 500. Game Ben able Kruma the police 400 crab kobi. Unya we national secret for we think crab Kruma. It's a special game. And it's it mean marketing year stadium on Crawford and Coho. What I say? And see for say
number 10 before the FA.
Well, my name's official management but you know 7th century my Mrs. As my normal presentation, I felt to say important. Me can be 1 week, me support to be but myself in here listening FA and maybe as a name maybe in future they will consider. Let's do that. Name will be who's the Kotoko has a special. And other clubs must accept that. Kotoko has a losing relevance. No, it is never true. And you know, correct. Me tia you are na regional minister Greater Accra say me to ticket ama. Ashanti regional minister say me Toby. MPP regional chairman say me to and his regional chairman say me to share former MPs obi say me to ahemfo and no am who say me nua management member if saying you know okomo kwanto anoi asenso ofifi ye bo match the when asenso kofi ko bo for manera but has Kotoko management members can ho ekofie kosre na nanom say omode hye esom Kotoko ama ohina hye bo say kina no so beba stadium. Wow. Has Kotoko and take it a different interest. It is circus for us to GDA say we need to support our team for people to know say the economy is a part of it. And the circus no na keka and say and I tonsu and the drinks they come out players and the coaching a show mo boss say even though circus in the by a president and representing supporters worldwide. Global supporters chairman, Bibi Nesine Kwai, and he would have joined us. Say, Annie and Nina Ako. And he and he could not support us at China, almost stadium Nina Namo, a presentee in Surrey County, or my club and sponsors, you know, you told so no more. So we almost say joining Kotoko, no young Koto, any other, they 100 packs of County bottled water no and they did more to buy 6 packs account with their supporters and Coach Prince and a team and I'm receiving papa you know penny who Donkor on our best suma and sana ebedu so on di and him supporters in an as a presentation the my team area to make us say and pay it yamane boni tete yes so you person support no be say
for the general supporters no mo wa bonteno yeah ombeso mo hu se mukoye ade mu gina o manam ye enkomo ben na team na nkasa so ne mo di concern no china game no
well Coach Prince ejina club ne players na na mo edayase for your visit no share boss enema bi sei ehye omu nkran enti buy aba na bo omu pa na omu share boss echina or some to pay back na you say can thank you the chiro omu echina omu ni bibia ya down to give us win. And it's on base yes I win so a dom Kotoko no a dom near the Kotoko Kotoko ball match na name mo yeden now who said supporters no chanty or stance anymore at the energy for players anymore meaning unim Zamalek adom the Kotoko in the 80s I don't know what was what I say you could lose or have a chef go the Kotoko needed to score 5 goals and it came to pass. Zamalek of all teams now are crew. I think it's a support no I won't use as well. It's and I like the decision of management today to make sure say tickets now for 4 ton. Because me kai your time will be to ticket. Everyone be not ticket in that oh yes. The last time me kai last game be a ball or boise Kisofa to ticket a high buses if you can not the idea could do. I feel I'm a beginner park and I will try to phone ticket. Obiamete Bicycle man for. But the good news is that what tono club na Nyesika no. Sure. But Nyesika ne nko na ehia club at this point. E domino because it's na game no say domino ago pramane so e ya de foforo. Eti e best supporters no. Yeah, yet in and around stadium. If we decide to see e kwa omo mfi take krom nya ball ni bi hwe. Say yeah, ye close they decide to see e be kwa anti mesre. Tuba so ko ebi nko ade akontam. Ticket is available. Kwaji ticket ni be fa ko he. And management na ejina ho ache. Eti ekito omo na sa enko baby ah. Eti e be stress ye enko ne enko boa. That's fine. Next year ko do me fan into my plan. Place here ni me see beba. Time ko. Wow. I say my supporters no so. I see phone so bem na omo abetro my doing. I think the moya no my there. But game we there. Promotion top notch. My papa.
Because commercial radio no. Yes so you walk afar no. Yes so you monitor. Okay. Because said the KD can feel say Ghana nkwana obi ebe ifo weneba. Nipa no boa no ofie ono na de bia
abrof no omo danyo
ono kra de ono sabeju ni die ne koka no but ye ne de said the chama kai and kai e ball wo kire a crucial match the only team a ball ema Ghana Sky has en Kotoko of course Accra has Sky nya e wa Accra doing Kotoko has close to 700,000 even Jerry enya more than 100,000 tax and company be na Ghana ha one day Obama was asking and they don't take advantage what you say about 90 minutes half a day so again it's out taking
advantage of it now
what you say
I think I'm saying somebody here for no kasa we am the two money man
and you make us say I had to say before I said you or anybody.
Okay.
And you have to know better because we don't know to win football. And what to because of generating money to the FA. Sure. It was this small way. Genetics car. The only match ever bought. Minimum and if you have one, the money buy your boss or Chinano. Okay. You need to be able to lose. Second League in Watchina.
Okay.
The Bajilian yes has ya. League. Sanity. Because you can't get a card there. Kaja card when you pass me to the season when you are Jimmy. I want to wait in the tell there some medium or so. No, any medium and
because an medium about 1-1.
Yes.
Omni dia number 1-1.
Omudia crowd there, Omudia League no, and yes. Okay. Yani say yes has. Right. Yes has ya League. Okay. And one thing you
yeah be lines na 3220 8581 83582 83583 and I'm fan ya fa mo brand pa mo brana mo so mo meche ma dwen. Hello first caller.
Hello, good morning.
Yes sir.
Bi pa jo media ni ko na salifu adansi ola dubiate. Afanyi me ha ho etra kotoko ye beji league ni tira. Ha susu chi etra e be se omo kumase. Na me ya tuma ko na salifu mini me rawa ye be ni aba be akotoko ati. Am obi ehun say yes. Kotoko ye league ni tira. Bye bye.
Okay, yes, yeah, that's a pie. Fan scholar. Hello.
Richard.
Yes, sir.
Pato land we service Ashtown.
Pato.
Say the mu one kind.
What the one
kind? Asempa.
Live was asempa.
There the time my mintia chief of staff. Asakre. Bobi obi amintia no. Na mintia every president, hard working every president, catch okriku. Bobi obi na me mu ade bi. Okwa efi wa. Workers no obi e bi se has Jesse. Kotoko Jesse, has Jesse, Kotoko Jesse. E tell you say catch obo adwuma. Kianeke me ma juwe fara maye. Ana ma juwe ye afare te say. Ye ne area division 1 bi bebo no. It is said the Kotoko for any abrea. Omo yewe omo kwa ha omo kan we no. Na maybe I know what is doing. On the best selection am has.
Need akwa na.
Need akwa on the best selection am has. On the best go keeper dey ne dan ke beboa. Ana we dey ball ko no so.
We any ebusan question. No oye lineup. Yani asi between two goalkeepers no one or no fees or down ye.
Ana ko bi ana po no man wa ye. Omo no mu da. E chan so no e dey a. the back of Abeda.
Okay.
So I say, Omo Padi Obeda, no Madia Yomadi. The match you are fala because your match you on my Yamra. When you make a house, why was the moment training this week? Natina, Formula. Solo Nane, Afina, Solo Nane.
Oceana, Solo Nane. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yami
Adam. Me too.
Now,
I am a taper.
Oh, I'm a man who is a friend. I say, where you go? I can't see a cover. You're going to be all number one. Oh, I'm going to be over. What's that to say? I said, you have a born. That's what I said. Number one, and now from Papa, you know, I'm so good now. Remember, you take a crap. I'm a damn that's the half. Now, no one's out in a cabinet. I was okay before.
I never cried a birthday.
That's just my own
That's a bar. I'll be some maybe near German and Cacraca. Hello.
And that's an income of your water.
Emos.
It's just my fault. I thought about Papa. You do Papa, and somehow. Hey, let me say, kind of actually, maybe the mental red in the stadium. But the other, they could do my dear Chancasa. Match in the sort of players, nobody else, nobody. A quite be about what's a house of Focono, a chair or so quada. Missy gave me a ball near Shahas, near and Jimmy Cra, what a quiet pet. And so that's the other supporters. I chum shall be a man. I need that. Oh, Pomo, Yabashamo, the man come home.
Okay, you said that's him for last caller. Nadia Monfanche by Didi Abamutani. Hello, last caller. Yes, sir.
Richard
Kodopo Kuniana.
I don't know the we don't say in my presence. Kodopo Kunia, don't look at Baba. You are the Kadoka. It's not in a kid. Your best, yes, it's your best way. They kill. You want to what you have. You get out of it. Your best, extra. I have a idea. Your best, the duplicate, yeah. Unfortunately, you're not supposed to. But you go.
Yeah, that's in your Kodopoku, no. And I'm on Fancha, time, no, a copa na. In Yanma, Monso, our son of yogurt. And so I was saying, see you ha. Good morning. Bibi Abokodia. You must have come to be an edge of Bina. A summer song. Oh, oh, where have I? Oh, bra, microphone. Aye. Aquaba. Bibi Abokodia. Yeah, who said near maybe could take with Tamo?
Already say, any Nhyira Power Sports there, one big family.
Sure. As a 5 and 6, you know.
What I say, call a production house or cry. Yet you said that don't be great new before.
Oh, nice.
Any so a better say about the idea.
Okay.
Oh,
nice. We near there, no.
We Burkina. Yankasani,
okay. Aside the yogurt now,
aside yogurt, we are Burkina, and I think I introduce it into the market.
Okay.
It's a train accreditation from FDA.
Okay.
Yeah.
JNF, AD Cantiano.
And when I last time, could say,
I went on a walk.
I'm a Koja.
Top notch.
I'm 2 can of many 1 minute.
You know,
Ed the Papa. It's a year, pa.
And he obi pebiato a hen uncle.
Oh, yeah, a year. You got in our market this year.
Okay. We need a more train approval from FDA. Okay. And you got no be pebiato uncle.
Oh, shop be
okay.
Master shop be
maybe also be open be so or Sisani be near John so cotton.
Yeah, my free business line.
Oh, be 055 679 1234. Is that to be
055
679
1234.
Okay, into Sano yogurt. I'm paying for now, Matthew. I'm going to say, Nadia. Valdi 19 on I'm be dear.
Any have been one for Burkina.
Entina chairman. Wo plenty we. Ah, okay, ka do ba ka dia so.
We are say the partner turn so say. Idea so den den e kan fo. Nti ne adofo no mo dane de. Ye ne omo ani di. Nti bukina no ha ne di. Bibia betimi aye kama pa. Nti no omo ya de, ebi samra bim.
We don't can say bim na bim there. Now the yes the breath sports for and then I would dim the go right.
So that time na.
Matikata. Me no ya dream. Eti yaje ye be you right.
Time na wo dia do
me samu ya sorry anisa ya so ya dama sempani for ya mi stamo ya dama se pa. Enti unso pe bia to anu akọ baby a tonton drinks ni ade ko aso be sano yogurt. Uja so de pa na unso no wetimi ajodi kama pa. Enya birthday quick na fi yen sorry the godfather K Edu the fisherman ene K Edu birthday. K Edu ebia so bibia was to the no ya wona do for da o enti no ya do yes no K Edu ni adoye serious enti the crucial man the fisherman K Edu happy birthday to you nyame show pa bra pa ni nyame show na onkoso enye wakoma so adi ni na enso emfa emaw. The second one no efi yeni ankasa yenia Solomon solo se yemhye na damfo pa private Hamdi ono awo eye Kamina Bas awo Tamale and Hamdi and so awo Hamdi ene ayo birthday happy birthday to nyamishaw na ontina nim emfa encho awde mu hye bia nyankopon emfa bi emfa enmo na fe last one dey sorry kra no aye from Millennium Insurance DVLA enameko na marishe aye Briminoff Opoku Jemfi owo aye Millennium Insurance DVLA office and I want to know yam show happy birthday oba fe yam show na onya okese in fact empire bia omachi boy say nyankopon enyama wo aye birthday nyankopon enyini na emfama wo oma nyinche na de okra prewe bia no onfa enmo Briminoff Opoku Jemfi owo aye Millennium Insurance DVLA atefo information na abenwa team no ntu aso na afi chairman so de wa man temti ayi no o ma UDF remo
oya